Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. How you doing, bro?
Feeling good, man. How you feeling, dog?
I'm okay, man. We're 3 hours late, 2 hours late, but it's all good. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. That would help us a lot. Try to get these videos out there so everybody can watch. We just need all the people we need to so we don't have to work anymore, man. Want to just kick our feet up and cobble somewhere. Man, hey, say we made it, man. We made it. But nah, though, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's get started as the per usual. Our week 22 NBA power rankings. I think I started last week, so you start this week.
At number 10, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 9, I got the New York Knicks. At number 8, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. 7, Golden State Warriors. 6, Miami Heat. 5, Los Angeles Lakers. 4, Minnesota Timberwolves. 3, the Celtics. 2, the Cavs. And then 1, Oklahoma City.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not, you know what? We kind of got the same people, but they're in just different orders.
Orders?
Yeah, they're in different orders. So, well, I'll read the super chats after. So at number 10, I got the Miami Heat. At number 9, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 8, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 7, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 6, I got the Indiana Pacers. At number 5, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. At number 4, I got the Golden State Warriors. At number 3, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. At number 2, I got the Boston Celtics. And at number 1, I got the Oklahoma City Thunder. So you said
Who
that, and I was like,
wait,
wait,
who
go
you
ahead.
have 10 through 8 again?
I had the Heat at 10, the Rockets at 9, and the
Mm,
Clippers at 8. The Heat, they are on the six after losing 10 straight games. And everybody killing
and the
them.
6 game.
They on the 6-game winning streak. Have they passed the Bulls for that play-in spot, I think now? To host the
Let me see.
9-10 seed now?
Yeah, they beat them. They a game
They
ahead of
passed
them.
them now?
Yep, they a game ahead.
Hey man, that playing getting a little spicy, man, to host that 9 and 10 game. But I think what was surprising was the Warriors. The Warriors, I think you had them at 8, or was it 8 or 7?
7. I had them at 7.
I was kind of shocked it was low. I was kind of shocked. But if we're being honest, I was like, do the Warriors really deserve to be up this high? Or should they probably be in the middle? But I felt like everybody was kind of playing the same. Like nobody
Mm.
outside of the Heat, nobody was going like super crazy on a long winning streak. Nobody was really losing a lot. So I was like, I don't know who deserves to be where.
Yeah, when I did it with the Warriors, I did it by their strength of schedule for that week. Cause like the Warriors, they beat the Pelicans, the Spurs, and the Grizzlies. The Pelicans and the Spurs,
Yeah.
those are 2 watch W's. With the Grizzlies, even though they've been losing lately, that's still a playoff team. They could still potentially get the 5th seed, which is crazy. So I value that win. Uh, but I had the Heat on them because one, like you said, the Heat on the 6-game winning streak, and that Celtics win that moves me. I think that Celtics win is better than that Grizzlies win, even though Steph did go out there and drop 50. But yeah, the Heat beating the Celtics, I was like, yeah, I gotta give the Heat some love, bro. And they on the 6-game winning streak.
That was probably I think they're probably their best win in that span because I know they faced the Sixers. They faced a lot of weak teams in that
Weak
stretch.
teams, yeah.
I know they faced a lot of weak teams. You don't have the Knicks in here, right?
No, I do. I got the Knicks at 9.
Yeah, the Knicks
I
couldn't
got them
make
at
it on
9.
mine. Knicks can't make it, bro.
I'm surprised you got the Pacers so high. You got the Pacers at what, 6?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, okay, because the Pacers and Timberwolves, have they cleared each other probably in that stretch. If you want to say the Timberwolves, I'm cool. I ain't gonna trip.
Yeah, shit.
But
Timberwolves beat the Pistons and the Nuggets.
well, the
That
Pistons don't
Nuggets
got
win was
Cade.
wild.
I feel like the Pistons. I feel like the Pistons with no Cade. It's like I feel like you guys. I feel like teams should. I'm not saying they're free W coupon, but I feel like they should win without Cade.
Okay.
Even though the Pistons were fighting, they eventually blew them out, and they was
Mhm.
fighting. And we'll probably get into more of that later. But they eventually blew them out. Now the Nuggets. I'm gonna give you that one. That was probably one of the craziest games of the. That was probably the craziest game of the year. If we gonna get way more in depth of that, probably in our takeaways. But the Pacers, it's like the Clippers same way.
I
It's
mean, the
hard.
Clippers. The reason I put the Clippers on mine at 10 is not 10, at 8. I mean, they beat the Nets, the Magic, and the Pelicans, but that Cavs loss, that was a good loss in my opinion. Because you lost by I think less than 10. I think they lost by like 8 or something like that, but with no Kawhi, and they team was fully healthy. I don't think Ty Jerome played, but for the most part, all they starters was healthy. So I'm like, that wasn't a bad loss. That was a good loss, especially with no Kawhi.
Yeah, you beat the Nets. Nets trash. Like you said, lost to the Cavs. They were in a gritty battle with the Magic, 96-87. You beat them, and then you beat the Pelicans. So it's like, it just really depends, bro. Like, I feel like
They had a better
now,
week than the Knicks.
like, oh yeah, the Knicks.
The
Bro,
Knicks
the
got
Knicks.
smacked against the Cavs.
I mean, bro. Well, one Jalen Brunson isn't there, and it's like it's just not better than them. Like, and I give it OG and Anobi some credit, bro. He been hooping. OG been hooping.
He been their third option.
Man, forget that. He damn near been since Jalen Brunson. Now he damn near almost been the first option. Low key, OG been hooping. Gotta give him a lot of credit. I see you don't got the Suns in here no more.
No, yeah, they had to go. Once KD went down, bro, had to get up out of there.
Nah, bro, they lost by damn near 40 against the Rockets, bro. They
40.
didn't even put up a fight, bro. They didn't even put up a fight, man.
Bro, KD gone after this year. He gone.
That's it?
Yeah, this is it, bro. Because I don't see how they can flip their roster around.
The only way they flip their roster around, they got to get rid of Bill.
But that ain't gonna really do too much.
Well, first of all, you got to try to get rid of Bill, period, bro. He has all the leverage. He has all the leverage. He has a no trade, so he can stay in Phoenix forever if he chooses to. Like, you got to convince him, like, hey, we sending you to the right spot, and the Suns got to get the right pieces back. But for now, they stuck with the man. And KD, he got 1 year left, so it depends. Hey, did you see that that trade they asked for in 2022? The Celtics asked for KD, and the Nets would have got Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a first round pick. The Nets said no.
They would have got Derek White, Jaylen Brown the first round.
This is 2022.
But
this was after they lost to the championship. This is after they lost in the championship.
If you're the Celtics, do you do that? Because you lose defense now. I mean, but you do get KD. So, like, but then has KD? Well, KD, I feel like KD can work with anybody. KD can work with anybody. So,
I mean, KD and Jason Tatum. Like,
yeah, that'd be kind of nasty, bro.
I mean, back then, because back then you had Marcus Smart, you had Robert Williams, you had Al Horford. I think Brogdon was still there at that time. They didn't trade him yet. But I mean,
Celtics. I'm gonna go to the roster real quick.
This was in 2022.
22.
Like, that team was good. I mean, that team made it to the finals. So, and this is when Derek White still had hair.
Yeah, they had Brogdon. That was when Blake was on there. Brogdon. Al Horford. Luke Kennard was still on there. Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Tatum, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, Robert Williams.
So we're looking at what Marcus Smart. Who plays the two? Unless you
Probably
start,
Brogdon.
unless you start Brogdon,
Yeah, you
Tatum,
gotta start
KD, and
Brogdon.
Al Horford or Robert Williams, whichever one.
Yeah, yeah.
Or unless you want to go real like super big and go Marcus Smart, Tatum, KD, Al Horford, and Robert Williams, you could go with that lineup. What I would have done that though, I probably would have did it. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have did it. Bro, you're getting Kevin Durant.
I don't.
But
You
just
think they
put
win a
Jaylen Brown
championship though?
there. Do they win a championship 2 years later?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say yes because I believe in Brown. Now, do they still get, say, Porzingis and all them?
Now,
I
well,
don't
they
know.
won it. Now they won it next year. They won it next year.
But that was in 22.
Yeah,
We're in
2022,
24. They
2023.
won, but that would be the next year because it'll be 23, 24.
Right, and that's the year they won.
You said the next year. That's 2 years later. That's 2 years later.
Nah, the season you talking about where they said they would trade KD, that was 2022, 2023, right?
No, 20. That's 2021, 2022.
21, 2022.
So that's
Oh, well, that's
after
an
they
old
lost.
game.
That's after they lost the championship. So that'd be 2 years later. Now, do they?
Oh,
Now, do
nah,
they?
that team, nah, that team boo-boo,
What
bro.
what team is
Because
that?
that
What
team,
is it?
that's Derek White, Grant Williams. They had Robert Williams. They had Tice, Smart, Dennis Schroeder.
Al
They
Horford
had
still right?
Al Horford, Joe Johnson, Romeo Langford, Sam Hauser was on there.
They
Ennis
traded
Cantor
us.
was on there. CJ Miles. CJ Miles was on there. Nick Stauskas. I don't know, G. Josh Richardson
No,
was on there.
but
Aaron
I thought they
Naismith was on
traded.
there.
I thought they traded Josh Richardson to get Derek White though. Thought they traded him. But either way, because I believe because Danny Ainge was at that time. Does he make the moves like Brad Stevens? Obviously, being aggressive again for Porzingis and Drew Holiday. I don't know, but I eventually think they make more moves to surround Tatum and KD. So
KD.
I think they eventually. I think they win one now. Do they win one like last year? I don't know, but I think they win one eventually. Though. I think they do win one eventually. But where do you have the Timberwolves?
T-Wolves, I got them at 4.
Yeah. So okay, I had them at 7. I had them at 7.
I had them at 4. I mean, like you said, even though the Pistons didn't have K, I still thought that was a good win because the Pistons are a gritty team. And they've been winning games without K too. They beat the Cavs without
They
K.
did beat the Cavs.
So that's why
That
I'm
was their
like,
best win of the year. They did beat the Cavs.
yeah, that's why I'm like, so the Timberwolves beating them without K, like I gotta give that some type of credit. And then the Nuggets, well, we already know about the Nuggets and how they won that game, but they still found a way to win. So I gotta give them credit for that.
Bro, every time I think of the Pistons, I always think of because you was always on them from day one. You was always on them from day one. You picked their over on the wins. I picked the under. And then I'll always be like, man, I did not expect the Pistons to have 42 wins. I always picture the Pistons how like the Blazers are right now. Like the Blazers are
Mm-hmm.
still not a good team, but they're better. They're better than they was last year. That's how I picture the Pistons this year. And they have exceeded expectations. Like
I mean,
tremendously.
once I seen them pick up Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley, even though I think, well, because I know Tim Hardaway had a bad year last year. He's had a better year this year. That's what's really helping them. But once they picked up them 2 shooters, I was like, okay, they got a chance. Because that's all K needed was some shooters.
Is K, bro, is K like so great that obviously he's gonna probably be better and eventually he'll need, say, like another co-star. But is he just so good that it's like, bro, I don't need another star. Just give me some good role players and I can make this work. Is he just like that? Because some other players, they like, okay, I need another superstar so we can be like really good and potentially make some
Yeah.
noise. But K give me some role players, we can do something.
I wouldn't say he need another superstar next to him, but I definitely say he needs another all-star. I say that for sure. I think he definitely needs another all-star on that team for him to win because he could be your number one option for sure, and he could lead your team because we see what he's doing right now. But if they had like another all-star, they'd be dangerous. They'd be dangerous. Like they
What's
need to
another?
figure out how to upgrade that Tobias Harris spot, that four spot. They need to
So
figure
they
out how to
need.
upgrade
So they
that.
need an all-star wing.
Yeah. Yeah, because they already got Durant. Durant's a good. I think Durant's a good, solid starting big. And he's gonna get better over time. He remind me like of a little Dwight Howard. And then you got Kate at your one. All you need is a wing, and then you
Hypothetically,
gonna put some shooters around there. He'd be good.
what if Jalen Brown was on there? No trade, just on there, just on that team. Just put Jalen Brown.
Okay, so Jalen be what? K, Tim, Jalen Brown, what Tobias and
Jalen
Jalen
Durant.
Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that team. I like that team. But see, the thing is K gonna sacrifice being the number one option for Jalen Brown?
No, because Cade is better than Jalen Brown, low key. He's better than him.
So,
He's
but
better than
Jalen Brown gonna feel like he better than him. I've been in the league longer. I didn't want to chip. Like I
him.
should be the number one option on this
First of,
team.
first of all, brother, you first of all, you're not better than me. Second of all, this is my team. Like, let's be honest, this is my team, brother. I'm just like Cade. It's like Jalen Brown has like the accolades and the stature, but like just about players, I think a lot of people take Cade over Jalen Brown, low key. Because I sure would. I'd take Cade over Jalen Brown. Nothing against Jalen Brown. I think Jalen Brown's a really good player.
What would be a good all-star wing for them? I don't know why, G, but Paul George is like the perfect comp. When you looking for a wing to fit anything for any team, I feel like it's always Paul George, bro.
He's this generation's GOAT. Okay, Paul
But
George. At his best, like 22, 120 per point per game, Paul George. What does that
they'd be
mean?
nasty. They'd be nasty. They'd be nasty. They'd definitely be a force in the East.
Or Jimmy Butler.
Now, if they got Jimmy, I wouldn't say title contender because it still depends on the rest of your players and how they play. Because Jalen Durant still needs to develop. Um, but with Jimmy, that'd be good too. That'd be really good too. I can see them making some noise with Jimmy.
Okay, what about some
So look what they
younger
doing.
wings like a Scotty Barnes or a Ben Thompson?
I mean, you already got a man over there. You got his brother. They the same. They the same player. Shit, they the same player.
A man better though. He better.
I mean, that's only because a man had a whole off season to train. A sword couldn't do nothing.
I still think a man better though. I still think he better. Okay, adding Scotty Barnes, a younger, up and coming, say star.
They need like a dynamic scoring wing. Scotty's not really a scorer. He's like a point forward, and you already got a 6'9" point guard in Cade already. So you don't really need him unless you want to put Scotty at the one and let Cade just go crazy. But I
A
think
lot of
Cade's
people
better
say a lot of people like
facilitating.
want Cade to be like, like a kind of a forward somewhat. They probably saying they need a point guard and have him
Mm-mm,
play like the three or something. I see some people say
mm-mm,
that.
mm-mm. I think he's best at the one. I'm not saying like he can score too, so I wouldn't put. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't put him at the two. I think he's better at the point, running the show. I'm not like I said. I'm not saying he can't score, but I don't really see him as a shooting guard going out. I'm not saying he can't go out there and get 30 a night, but I don't see him as no 30 point per game scorer. You know what I mean? Because what is he averaging right now? Like 20 something,
I want to say 27. What's it
25.
look?
Yeah,
Okay.
25. Yeah, so I see
25.
him around now.
Who did you had the Celtics at number 2 or was it the Cavs?
I had the Cavs at number two.
So
Um,
that he lost
yeah, that
really
he lost. Yeah, you're
matters
not
greatly.
supposed to lose to the Heat, bro. You're not supposed to lose to the Heat.
I mean, you tell me that's a competitive team.
I mean, they are, but what do we say? You still ain't supposed to lose. No matter how competitive that team is, that's a team you're supposed to be.
They probably threw that game away, but it don't matter. You still got blown out either way. Still got blown out. I mean, the Celtics, they were just on a what was it, 9-game winning streak at that moment, I think. Was it 9, I think? Or 8, something like that. You beat the Grizzlies. Grizzlies going through their own stuff, but we'll talk about that later. But the Celtics kind of been playing better than the Cavs, honestly, even though you beat the Clippers. Good win. Smack the Knicks with no Jalen Brunson. You kind of supposed to do that. But the Celtics probably just been playing a little bit better. And of course, we have OKC. They're the number one team. They're on the 11-game winning streak. My bad. 11-game winning streak. Hey, man, we talked about it last week, man. They might have a chance of getting 70 wins, bro. They might got a chance. They got 6 games left. Got 6 games left.
No cap, though. Shea looked tired out there. Like, his last couple of games, he ain't really shot the ball that well. He looked kind of tire. They need to get him some. They need to try to get him some rest.
They go rest him. They go rest him in one of these 2 games. The last 2 against. They play the Jazz and the Pelicans.
Like, I'll just rest them both.
If you rest him, that means he'll get like a week. He'll get a week off. Which probably what he needs. Probably needs a week off.
Yeah, he probably need like a week off, bro. Let him rest. I still play Jalen Williams in check because they've been resting lately. So let them get their feet
you probably need to sit Chet, man. Chet. I don't want to say injury prone, but he be getting in. He be getting a little injured.
Yeah,
he
do.
Might gotta sit Chet, bro. Low key. So, because I mean, they finished out with the Rockets, Lakers twice, Suns. Suns don't have KD, so they might be weak. So then Jazz and the Pelicans.
He might not play against the Suns. I see him playing. You said the Rockets and the Lakers, right?
Yeah, Rockets, Lakers twice, then the Suns and the Jazz and the Pelicans.
Yeah, I can see him playing at least them Rockets and them Lakers games, but then resting them last 3.
I think he plays.
There ain't no point.
I think he's gonna play in one of them. But honestly, they probably blow them out. He'll just rest for a quarter, and then he'll play one of them, and then probably won't play the other one. Like, there's no point, bro. Y'all got the best record in the league, lock up damn near. So there's really no point. There's literally no point. You have a 14.5 game lead. Like 14.5 game lead. Look at the Houston Rockets, man. my prediction came true, man. Top 4 seed, man.
Number 2. They number 2. They number 2.
They 50-27. 50-27.
Now the only thing, because it's like how many games it's like 7 left, right?
For
or
the
5
Rockets,
or something like that.
Rockets got a hard schedule. Rockets got a hard schedule to end. They end with the Thunder, the Warriors, the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Nuggets. They got a hard schedule. Well, that Nuggets game probably don't matter because the Nuggets probably gonna rest their players, so that game probably don't matter.
Because right now, well, number 1 and number 2 locked up. The Rockets and the Thunder are locked up, but 3 and 4 can either the Lakers can drop down back to 4, or they can stay at 3 because they number 3 right now. And then 5 through 8? 5 through 8 is up for grabs.
Oh yeah, because everybody's literally a game and a half. I mean, honestly, really, if we're really being honest, 3 through 8 is close, but like you said, 5 through 8 is super close because everybody's literally a game behind each other. But I mean, like I said last week, it's like I don't think they will lose 3 games in a row. But if they do lose 3 games in a row, bro, you go from 3rd seed all the way to play-in. Like, it's crazy in the West. It's crazy.
Yeah. But if you the Lakers, who you want to see
in the first round?
Because 5 through 8 is up for grabs.
If I'm gonna pull a U, like try to lose on purpose just to go to a different seed, I want Memphis. That's who I want. I want Memphis. If I have to pick between these teams, I want Memphis.
Well, Memphis got to win then.
Because I'm looking like the Nuggets. The Nuggets have our number. They've been smacking us lately. Well, not lately, but the past couple of playoffs, they've been smacking us. The Warriors, you got Steph now. You got Jimmy. Like, that is a. They know they're not weak no more. That's gonna be a hard.
I think that series
battle.
will be closer. Yeah, that series.
The Timberwolves are playing their best basketball all year. This is the best we've seen of the Timberwolves. Timberwolves are playing really good. The Clippers, depending on how it goes, do you want to see James Harden and Kawhi in the playoffs? I don't know. I'd rather take the Grizzlies. I want to take the Grizzlies. Like, that's the team I want to face.
Yeah, I agree. And then on top of that, the Grizzlies, they get in a bunch of turmoil right now. Big losing streak right now. Coach got fired. There's a lot going on right there. So if you get them in the first round, they not gonna be focused for real. Get them out the way. But if you the Nuggets, who you want?
If I'm the Nuggets, if I'm the Nuggets, well, they're 4 seed, so they play. Low key, Golden State isn't the worst matchup. But shit, I want Memphis too. I want Memphis too. I look like, bro, Memphis is just it's like, bro, like Memphis is a good team, but it's like, bro, I don't think a lot of people fear them. I don't think people fear them. I'd rather take Memphis. Cause like, who gonna stop Jokic? Who's stopping him, bro?
Because they don't want to see the Timberwolves because Ant-Man got their number. He got their number for sure. They don't want to see the Clippers. That'll be if anything, the Warriors and the Grizzlies are their best bet because ain't nobody on the Warriors gonna be able to stop Jokic. It's just our Jimmy and Steph gonna dominate that series. That's the only thing. But man, if I'm the Nuggets, I either want the Warriors or the Grizzlies. And if I'm the Lakers, the Grizzlies for sure.
I want the Grizzlies. If I'm the Lakers, I want the Grizzlies. But I mean, if Memphis keep losing, they probably gonna stay at number 7. They could be at 7 or 8, but they could easily win the game and shoot right back up to 5th.
Back up. Yep, right back up.
They can shoot right back up. But man, let's get into our NBA takeaways of the week. Let's start with the game of the year, bro. The Nuggets versus the Timberwolves, bro. We always talk about these teams. Like, this is honestly probably a rivalry, even though the Timberwolves have had their number low-key, but they always have great games.
Yeah.
And we had one of the best games of the year. Jokic had a 61 triple-double. Only the third player ever in NBA history to get a 60-point triple-double, James Harden and Luka. And Anthony Edwards came alive in that fourth quarter because he was not doing nothing early.
Yeah, he was playing bad, bro. He was playing bad.
Came alive in fourth quarter and overtime, but Jokic 61, 10, and 10. Let's talk about it, bro.
Bro, he's still, even with that 60-point game, he's still not at 30 yet. He's still at 29.7, even with that 61-point game. That is insane. But shouts out to Jokic. He showed why he's one of the most dominant players in the game right now. And if we being honest, the Timberwolves low key even though they won that game, they low key threw that game because the Timberwolves they were up. I forgot how much they were up, but they were up closing before they went to OT. And I think Ant came down and he shot a bad 3, and then they came back down and Jokic shot a 3 to make them go down 3. Then he shot another 3 to tie the game up. So the Timberwolves threw that game away. And if Westbrook didn't miss that layup and come back down there and foul, that was the Nuggets game to win because they executed late. Jokic came up. Well, Jokic was live the whole entire game, but Jokic made clutch play after clutch play after clutch play with no Jamal Murray. But that was a great game. That was a great game. But like I told you, G, Westbrook is gonna be Westbrook all the time. This is why I couldn't put him over Chris Paul. Chris Paul would have never done nothing like that, bro. Never.
Bro, we can't praise Westbrook. Obviously, this is a new week. But I swear to God, like a week or two ago, he had a triple-double against the Warriors with basically nobody but Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. We praise him on that. But then the minute he blows a layup and fouls, now mind you, that's dumb. I'm
dumb as shit.
It's a dumb play. It's a dumb play. But now we call it, like you just said, Westbrook. Like we do that too much. We praise them, then the minute they sell, we slander them. But it is a dumb play.
Bro, Westbrook been doing this for years, bro. He been doing this for years, though. It ain't like this is just he a first time repeater. This man is a habitual
we've been
dumb
praising
playmaker.
Him this year. How good he's been on the Nuggets. He's been really good this year. Yes, this was not his finest moment. But he's been good overall in the Nuggets this year. He just has. So we gonna let this one blunder overshadow all he's done on the Nuggets?
He got more than one, bro. I wish Shaq. Do Shaq still do Shaq in the Fool? I don't think he
They
do.
do that.
He need to bring it back. He need to
I'm
bring
talking
it back
about on
because
the
that would have
Nuggets
been number
though.
one.
Not like that though.
That was terrible. First off, he had a wide open layup. Jack the layup. Then come down and foul. Like, gee, you didn't even have to contest that hard. He was gonna miss regardless.
Let
And
me
then
read
you just
the.
fouled man.
Let me read these chats real quick. Then I'm gonna ask you something. Late weekly reminder that Gabe Vincent and NPC, Lamar Lewis, yo, what's up? What's up, bro? Francisco again. Nuggets versus Wolf first round gonna make excessive damage to Jokic's perspective. Probably. Whoever my glorious king fifth ring is coming. Westbrook.
Thank
Westbrook.
you.
But I was good. Okay,
That's
hold on.
brick.
Okay, so in that moment, should he have just pulled the ball out? Because when I'm watching it, right? He's Anthony Edwards throws a bad pass. Westbrook steals the ball. He passes. I think it was Christian Braun on the
Yeah, it was Braun. It was
one
Braun.
side. In my head, I said, first of all, they were in transition already, and I don't think they was gonna pull it out. And I think Westbrook saw he had the open layup. He just missed. But then a lot of people was like, man, first of all, you're about one, so you really didn't have to take the layup. You could have just pulled it out. But I'm like, bro, they was kind of in transition running. So I'm like, I don't think he was gonna pull the ball out to wait to get fouled or something. I think he just saw that, okay, we're on the fast break, got open layup. Let me get this
No,
bucket. Then he
he did.
missed.
He did the right play. That was the right play. It was just he thought he was still 21, 22 years old. He thought he could take off farther than what he did.
I don't think
He
he knew
should
what
have
he did.
came. G. He took off low key farther. He ain't the same Westbrook that he used to be. Because the old Westbrook would have finished that layup, bro. He took off
Or
way
with a
too
dunk.
far, man. Yeah, or
No.
would have dunked it. He thought he was 21, 22 years old. He ain't that young no more. But no, it was the right basketball play. I don't think he should have pulled it out. He just smoked the layup. That's all it was.
And
And then I
then
mean, you could have said Christian Braun could have took the layup, but he probably would have got fouled or something like that. I mean, that was the best. That was the best basketball play in my eyes.
And then on the defensive end, I think he just I don't think he know what was like. I don't want to say he didn't know what was going on, but I think he kind of just was just there. And then he saw
He got
that they
lost.
threw it to. Yeah, I don't want to say that, but yeah, I think he got lost. I think he got lost. They threw it to Nikhil, and he saw it at the last minute, and then just jumped. He just jumped. Like you said, he probably
But
didn't even contest that hard, but he did.
I mean, but I think he did that because Nikhil Alexander was hot. He was hot. He had 26 points. So it was like he been hot all game. I low key gotta close out hard, but Nikhil Alexander isn't a sniper. So like you ain't have to run that close out that hard to the point that you have to foul him. You know what I mean? He probably would have missed anyways if you just would have if you didn't close out that hard.
Julius Randle had a good game, decent game at least. Anthony Edwards, like we said, turned it up late. He almost had a triple double. Nikhil Alexander Walker, I'm telling you, man, that dude be hooping, bro.
Yeah, he do. He do.
He be hooping. Somebody, if it ain't gonna be someone, somebody gonna give him some bread, bro.
Hey,
Somebody gonna give him
quick
some bread.
question. Do you think he's a starter or is he just a good off the bench point guard, two guard or whatever? Or six man?
Hmm.
I think he's a really good six man.
Ooh, can Nikhil start for me? I want to say he could be like a spot starter, and I think when we need him late in the game, I think he can start down the stretch.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind keeping him on the bench, but he probably could. Depending on the team, he could start. Like we just talked about the Pistons. I think he starts on the
Hmm.
Pistons. I think he starts over Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, he does. He does. He starts with Tim Hardaway.
So I think it just depends on the team. But man, Nikhil probably he damn near one of the reasons they won, bro. And then mind you, they don't have Dante or Nasri because they got suspended. So he
Spending,
played
yep.
45 minutes. Bro, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle both played 50 minutes. And Rudy
Hey,
Gobert
hey,
fouled out.
it's crazy, bro. Well, one before I tell this stat I saw, Aaron Gordon had a 30 ball too. That surprised me. I'm surprised Aaron Gordon went off for a 30 ball. But they said Jokic is 0-4 whenever he scores 50 or more, bro.
I saw that stat.
That is crazy.
So his teammates be selling him.
Selling, grade A selling.
So you be talking. Real quick. So remember what you said like a couple of weeks ago. You was like, man, see, when Jokic when I always think it's SGA, here go Jokic doing something crazy. I mean, look at him, bro. What was it? A couple of weeks ago, he had a 30, 20. Then he gets a 60. Bro, I'm telling you, once I say this, he is the best player in the NBA. There's no one that's better than him. SGA is having the best year technically, but no one's beating this dude, bro. He's the best player in the NBA, and it damn near might be a clearing. He might clear everybody.
I ain't gonna lie, G. After this performance, I wouldn't be shocked if they gave him another MVP, bro. Because a 60-point triple double is crazy. The only way I see him either not winning is if he rests most of these last games, and if Shea plays most of these last games, Shea's gonna get it, obviously. But it's hard not to argue for Jokic after this 60-point triple double, bro. Literally, Shea go crazy, do something to solidify himself as the MVP. Jokic like, I'm right here. Here I am.
He was 18 for 29, 6 for 11 from 3. He hit 19 of 24 from the free throw line. I mean, I don't know, like, what more does he have to do, bro? But what does that say about this? I know they have Murray and Porter, but this kind of been all year. He's damn near got to carry this team. And I mean, we talked about it even in the summertime. Like, this team is not the same as the championship team. Like, it just lacks depth. And he just has to do way more. I'm not saying he got to drop 60, but in the playoffs, he's going to have a great game every time for them to win. He has to.
Yeah.
He
got to have 30 or more. He has to have 30 or more every game. Every game, he has to have 30 or more. Or if he doesn't have 30 that game, the rest of his teammates got to be on fire or something. Everybody else got to be clicking. But if he's not dropping 30, depending on who their first round matchup is, it can get scary.
Man, what Ant say? He said this is probably the best player I've ever seen up close outside of me.
Myself, yeah.
Like, this dude different, bro. They was just talking about it on First Take that is he a top 20 player of all time? And I know we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when we was like, could Jokic go down as top 10? I mean, bro, when you look at the resume, he probably has to win one more ring. Man, that resume looked nice. When you look at it, looked nice.
I think if he win like another ring, it'd be hard not to put him in the top 15, top 10 all time. I think it'd be really hard not to. But yeah, I think he is a top 20 player though.
If he wins another ring and another MVP in his career, does he go down as the best center ever? Another ring, another MVP, another Finals MVP, and another ring.
Because how many rings he'll have? He'll have what, 2?
Yeah, 2 rings. He'll have 4 MVPs, 2 Finals MVP, and 2 rings. But I
still can't put him over Shaq. I still can't put him over Shaq though.
He would be the best talented big ever though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because he could literally do everything. Besides, his defense is subpar, but he could literally do everything. Did you see what Shaq said about him?
How he'll cook him?
Yeah. They said he had prime Shaq versus prime Jokic, who winning?
Shit, we did that last time when we was doing the era things. And
I
said Jokic too smart. He ain't getting in foul trouble, brother. He's too smart. He gonna find a way.
Dog.
He gonna find a way.
Because he gonna have to guard Shaq straight up, G. Ain't no putting nobody else on Shaq. I think they said that Lakers team versus that Nuggets team. So it was like ain't no putting Aaron Gordon on Shaq. Jokic gonna have to guard Shaq straight up, G. And if Jokic guards Shaq straight up, he's getting in foul trouble, G. Either he gonna get hurt or he gonna get in foul trouble. It's one of the two.
He ain't getting hurt, but I believe in Jokic to play smart basketball and not get in foul trouble. He gonna find a way. But who did you have? You was about to say somebody.
For takeaways, I was gonna what game I want to do? I want to do the Lakers and Rockets game.
That was
Um,
a low scoring game.
yeah, it was. I wanted to do it because your boy Jalen Green. Now
He got
I think
benched,
was it
bro.
last week?
He got benched.
Was it last week or the week before when you told me like the Lakers were playing,
I think it was
but
last week.
because they
It was
perimeter
like
defense is ass. They perimeter defense is ass, right? In your opinion. And this man, Jalen Green, couldn't even get 10 points against them, bro. This is why I don't think the Rockets are gonna go as far in the playoffs because if you're going against a team who has considerably weak perimeter defense, you're supposed to give me more than 10 points, and you're supposed to be the best player on our team. And so, if this is why I call him Jordan Clarkson because it's inconsistent games like this. This was a big game that you needed to show up for, and he didn't show up at all. So if Jalen Green don't get his act together for the playoffs, they might get first round exit.
a lot of people don't have the Rockets even. They have them probably losing in the first round anyway. A lot of I see a lot of people say that they kind of don't believe in the Rockets to even not make a deep run, but just even win a series. So
I mean, I can see why. You know what I mean? And then Fred didn't have a good game. Fred had 7 points.
oh, he was
You know what I
terrible.
mean? Yeah, so it's like they that best player on the floor that night was Amin Thompson. Him, Jabari, and Tari Eason and Dylan Brooks.
Am I tripping or
Like, bro, ain't
wasn't Jalen Green like player of the week or the month recently? Am I
now
tripping,
look at him. Now look at him. Bro,
bro?
ain't no way
Bro,
Dylan Brooks supposed to have more points than you in the game, bro.
bro, Jalen Green in the month of March was playing good. In my opinion, he was giving you 33, 21, 32, 30. He had 6 1 game. That was bad. I ain't gonna lie. But 26, 30, 28, 23, 29. Then the early games kind of was bad. But he was playing good overall. He's playing good. Like, I know it's a big game against the Lakers. I understand. Jalen Green played bad, and he got benched, which was we talked about it. Benching your best player. We literally just talked about this like a
Yeah, we
week or
did.
two ago about how he may be benching these dudes, and he benched them. Because I went back, because I was like, okay, when did he bench Jalen Green? And when did he come back in the game? He benched Jalen Green. He benched him with 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and Jalen Green came back like I think like mid fourth. So he benched the majority of the game, and I mean he was playing bad. So I get it, he was playing bad, but at the same time, this your best player,
Bro,
you
I
know.
wouldn't even be surprised if Ime thinks Jalen Green is not their best player. I wouldn't be surprised if he think Amin's better than him
He
or
probably
has
don't
more
think he
potential.
has a best player. He think he just got a bunch of like good players, but
Good
just no
players,
one's
yeah.
the best. No one's the best.
And
I
then
mean,
you gotta on the Lakers side though, you have to credit the others. Gabe Vincent, our
say
weekly
yeah,
NPC.
yeah, yeah.
Gabe Vincent, our weekly NPC, dropped a 20 ball.
Dorian
He
Finney-Smith
was six.
dropped 20.
He was 6 for 13 from three, and then Dorian Smith, like Chef said, dropped 20. He was 6-11 from three. So the others showed out for us that game, and they came out to play.
Oh, they the reason they won. If they don't play that, if
Mm-hmm.
they don't play like that, they lose. Because LeBron hasn't played good since he's come back from injury. He had that good game against the Grizzlies, but he hasn't really played good since he's come back. He's probably not healthy, low key. He's probably still hurt. He probably still hurt for that groin injury.
Low key, bro. Though, if the Lakers want to go far, bro, Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, and one of them others, they have to show up every game. At least somebody else got to show up every single game. Because Bron, Luke, and Austin, they're not gonna do it every game. Somebody else got to show up, especially once they get to like the second round or the conference finals. Somebody else got to show up for them.
Well, Rui coming back off a knee injury. Because the bench is really Dorian Finney-Smith,
Gabe,
Gabe, Jordan Goodwin, and Vanderbilt.
mhm.
Vanderbilt's offense is so bad, bro. It's
Yeah, but that
so
defense. It's that defense, bro. That defense and that it's the intent. It's literally everything else. The only thing that sucks about Vanderbilt is his offense. He could pass, he could defend, He can rebound. He
But
can
the thing
block
is,
shot.
on offense, you basically playing 4-on-5. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
He can't shoot. He really not a. He can't go downhill. And you know what the crazy thing is? He's not even a lob threat. So when they be going like a small ball, he can't even catch the lobs like say a Jackson Hayes. Because Jackson Hayes offense is it's bad too. I didn't want to say yes, but it's bad too. But he's just really a lob threat. But when they go small ball 5, Jerry Van is out there doing nothing on offense. Defense is great.
You remember? He reminded me of what's the name that we used to play for OKC? Andre Roberson. Remember they had him on OKC because it's strictly for this defense.
But
his defense was amazing, bro. That's why they kept him in the game. So, but for that Nugget series, they definitely gonna use Vanderbilt a lot in that Nugget if they end up facing the Nuggets.
And his offense is so bad. But I mean, you gotta get majority, bro. You gotta get 80% of your offense from LeBron, Reeves, and Luka. Like that's where it's gonna come from. You just really need Gabe, Dorian Finney-Smith, and sometimes Jordan Goodwin and Rui to hit open shots because you got two of the best-minded players in the league, bro. They're going to get you open looks. Like that's gonna happen. So all you guys gotta do is hit your shots, and then we're good. That's all we need from them. But I mean, it was a good win. That was a much-needed win against a Rockets team that been playing great,
really good
recently.
Yeah, they've been playing really good.
So it was a much needed win, but LeBron probably needs to rest us. I would say a couple of games. I think he's just not healthy. I think he's not healthy. He needs to rest one of these games.
What's the remaining schedule?
I know they played the Thunder twice. I don't think they're resting them against them, honestly. Who else they play? Let me see. I'm going to it right now. So they Warriors, Pelicans, Thunder twice, the Mavericks. He ain't missing that game because Luka returns, so he ain't missing that. The Rockets and probably the Blazers at the end of the year. He probably rest that game.
No, I could see him missing that Mavs game just so he could let Luka go crazy.
Nah, bro.
I could see him at least missing 3 of them games. I could see him missing at least 3 of them games.
I'll rest him against the Pelicans and the Trailblazers.
They probably rest him one of them games against OKC too.
Those games, they're not back-to-backs, but they play them in back-to-backs though. They're not like Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. Nah, LeBron playing that Mavericks game though.
I feel like it depends on like how scheduled. So like if the Nuggets lose another game, because you said they play the Warriors next, right?
They play the Warriors tonight.
They play the Warriors and then they play
the Pelicans on Friday.
And then who they play? OKC.
It's a back-to-back.
And then they play OKC
twice. Yeah.
So yeah, if within them 2 games, if they can separate themselves from the Nuggets, or the Nuggets lose some games, I can see them resting one of them games, G. Because like you said, Bron needs the rest, bro. He needs it.
He's 40. He's 40 years old.
And if we JJ, we not really moving that far down the standings because the Warriors, they probably not gonna catch us. And either team 5 through 8 probably not gonna catch us. Only people you really worried about is the Nuggets. So
since we're on the subject of LeBron James, and we miss if we didn't in this pod, and this game happened after we pod, the Lakers and the Bulls. Josh Giddey hit the half-court shot to game the Lakers. I love LeBron, but he lost us that game. He lost.
Hey,
he did.
Do I gotta hate on the Bulls in order for the Bulls to win? Like, is that the only way the Bulls is gonna win, bro? If I hate on them, G, because like you said, there was no way in hell they were supposed to win that game, bro. I think they said like LeBron was accounting for like the Bulls' last 12 points.
Well, technically, kind of, because he missed his assignment on Patrick Williams, hit that 3 in the corner, and then threw a lazy inbound pass, and they stole the ball, and Kobe White hit the 3 and then basically Josh Giddey eyed him at half court. Like what?
Gee, when I seen Josh Giddey when he first shot it, right, and then he held his follow through, I said, yeah, that's him. I didn't even see the ball go in. I just saw him hold his follow through. I'm like, it just looked too good. It looked like a storybook ending, bro. Because it was like they came back. Like you could see the momentum shift. G. Once Patrick Williams hit that three, I said, "Oh shit!" And then LeBron threw that turnover, and Kobe White hit that three. I said, "Yeah, it's a wrap, bro. They finna win off some fluky stuff." And sure enough, Josh Giddey hit that half court shot.
Josh Giddey been hooping, bro. I'm telling you, he been on what Josh Giddey been hooping. Hey, you look at Josh Giddey, you look like the man can't hoop. That man can hoop.
Now, do you think that he's one of those players that just puts up stats on weak teams? So basically, all his like for instance, when he was on OKC and all of them was healthy, J Dub, Chet, Shea, he wasn't really doing nothing for real, for real.
He played good when he was on the Thunder, though.
I mean, but he wasn't playing like this.
Look who was on his team.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you think that he's just a player who could put up these type of numbers on weak teams when he's like by himself, or when he's like the most talented person on his team, or do you think he can do this with talent around him?
I think he can do it with talent around him. It just depends on who is around you. Bruh, the man has Shea Gilders Alexander. He takes the ball out his hands. Josh Giddey needs
So
the
Giddy
ball.
got to be a point guard. He got to be our point guard.
Yes, basically, yes. He needs to be the primary ball handler. Bro, we talked about it, I think, in the summertime. As soon as the trade happened, I went back and looked at because I made a video about the trade when they traded for Alex Caruso, and I said in the video, I said Josh Giddey. I think it was either in that video or when later on, like in the summertime, whatever. I said Josh Giddey's gonna play a point guard and Kobe White was gonna be all ball, which is exactly what they're doing. Kobe White is the all ball and Josh Giddey's the point guard. I think he just needs the ball in his hands. Yes, Shea Gilders Alexander, who another guy that kind of needs the ball in his hands. Because you the one that told me about Josh Giddey before Josh Giddey. You sold me years ago. You was like, hey, man, look at that guy, Josh Giddey, man. I still remember. You was like, hey, that guy, Josh Giddey, he decent. He really good. And he was good until last year when they benched him basically in the playoffs because he couldn't shoot and his defense was terrible. But he was a good player.
And his shooting has got better. Has gotten better. It's definitely gotten better. He's more confident when he shoots too.
The Bulls could give
I
him
just
30
see.
mil.
My thing is, it's just so hard. Like, what type of team would you build around him? Because he's still low key a liability defensively. Yeah, he's 6'8", 6'9", but his lateral movement, he can't guard any quick guards. And damn near every point guard in the league is quick. So I mean, like, and then on top of that, what team would you even build around him?
He might
Because
even.
it's not like he's like a Draymond, type of a defensive rebounding pass first type of guy. Like, because he ain't got no defense, and his offense is subpar.
But think about this though. Like the team he has now after the Zach LaVine trade, he has the personnel. He has Kobe White, a shooter, Kevin Huerter, who's starting now, a shooter, Montez, who's somewhat of a shooter, but is gonna eventually get better, and Vucevic, a shooting big man. He has the personnel around him. Like,
I mean, is that gonna win you anything though?
Can Josh Giddey be my best player on it? Like, can he get me
Basically,
to like? Can he get me to the playoffs?
to the playoffs? Can he get both? Can he
I
get
don't
you
think
to the
so.
playoffs
I think
first?
they need like another player. I think they would need like another player to add with Kobe and Josh Giddey.
So he could be your best player on your team and get you to the playoffs. That's what you're saying.
No, I think he needs another player, but I don't think he could be like I think he could be like my third or second best.
Yeah, I think he could be your third best player on the championship team. I don't know about the first and second though, because the first and second you gotta be a go-to scoring option, and he can't really score like that. His offense is still lagging behind.
In the month of April, he averaged 20 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists on 49% field goal percentage and 35% from three. That's really good.
Yeah, as our first, but as a first option though, that'd be good. Like, I wouldn't want that as my first option. That's not enough.
Hey, I mean, they go.
He been hooping. Folks been
Josh
hooping.
Giddey gonna get 30 mil. You gonna get 30 mil.
He gonna get that payday. He deserve it. He definitely deserve it.
So, okay, so since we're basically months later, if you wasn't here when I did the video of the trade, who has won the trade now? Me personally, I think both teams won. I think both teams got what they wanted.
I don't even remember the trade details
It was just Alex
exactly.
Caruso for Josh Giddey, straight
So
up.
like Josh Giddey. Oh
Josh
yeah,
Giddey for
yeah.
Alex
Both
Caruso.
teams. I thought it was like picks and like
Nah,
other shit
nah.
added to it.
No, that's why people was
Yeah,
upset because they wanted picks and they didn't get
picks.
nothing back.
Yeah,
Now it's just
but
Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso, straight up.
I mean, yeah, like you said, both teams won for sure. But if I had to pick one, I think the Bulls won because the Bulls got the younger player. They got a future cornerstone. Um, yeah. So I think the Bulls
And Josh
won.
Giddey
And
is only
then
22. Like, this probably not like his peak. He could probably get better. And he's
better,
only
yeah.
22, bro. So do you agree with everybody saying that LeBron lost them that game?
Yes. Yes. LeBron lost in the game. Because if he would have never threw that bad inbound pass, if he would have threw a better pass than that, they would have got fouled, went to the free throw line. They would have been up, what, 5? So it would have been a different ball game then.
LeBron really
LeBron
sold.
definitely cost him. Yeah, he sold. He
That
sold.
they should have won that game. Because who did they won? Did they lose the game before? No, it was the Pacers. They barely won that game, and then they played them the next day and lost. That's crazy. They won off a game off a buzzer beater and lost.
That
They
was off
won off a
Bron
buzzer beater.
tipping, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
then they
Bron
lost
tipping.
literally the next day off a buzzer beater. Crazy work. Let's talk about Steph Curry. He dropped 52 points on the Memphis Grizzlies, and we will get way more in depth on the Grizzlies right after this. But Steph Curry dropped 52, 10, and 8. Draymond Green had a triple-double, 13, 10, and 12. The Warriors are playing decent lately. I think they're 20 and 2 now with Jimmy Butler and Steph play, which is crazy. The Warriors are a dangerous team, man. And it's crazy because back then they was out to play in. Now look at them. They're good.
They was out to playing. And now they what number are they? They number 5?
I think they're number
They
5.
5?
Yeah,
They 5. They 5 in the West. Bro, Curry had 30 at half.
Yes.
I thought he was gonna go for 60. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna go for like 60.
I was going for the record.
And then I think he was low-key trying to break Clay record. Because how many threes he ended with?
I want to say 11 or 12. It was either 11 or 12 3-pointers.
Because they said he was like 3 away from Clay's record.
I think it was 11 or 12. He hit 12 for 20, which is crazy.
So
attempted 20.
So the record. So wait, the record must be 14 then.
Yeah.
Clay must have hit 14. So yeah, he was 3 away from breaking it. I thought he was gonna break it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna break it.
And Jimmy Butler had 27 points on 7-11 from the field. Pretty good. But he was 12 from free throw line. Really good. Hey, man, this team is looking really dangerous with Jimmy Butler now. And it's crazy because I thought it was a good move, but I didn't think it would be like this. I didn't think it would like change everything for them. I thought it was a good move still, but not like this.
When Jimmy came, it put a new life in the team. Like, because all the role players started playing better. AirPods started playing better. Moses Moody started playing better. And then they didn't even have Kuminga. Kuminga just came in. He's back. Kuminga back out. So it's like when Jimmy came, all the others started stepping up, Post and who else they've been playing? Gary Payton, but he's out for the season again. So yeah, Jimmy put life in that team. That's really what it was.
Steph Curry a dog. He a dog, bro. And he's 36? Steph Curry amazing, man. Like the Grizzlies defense so far is really bad. It's bad. And they can't stop anybody. They let Curry, like you said, Curry had 30 and a half. I'm like, bro, Curry gonna go crazy later. Like he was hitting everything. And you gotta get the Warriors credit. They're 44 and 31 now. Like they got a chance to be in the playoffs.
Is they championship window still open now? Or is it back open?
It's back open with Jimmy now. Man, they didn't get Jimmy.
I still think they missing a big. I still think they missing a big.
When are they?
Because you need. I don't know, because you need something for Jokic. Don't get me wrong, Draymond Green is still a good defender, but he's not going to be able to do anything with Jokic. And
I am
that's
shocked
their
they're running
biggest
this
threat.
small lineup. I am shocked.
They've been winning though, so it's like, why fix it?
They have been winning. Because you basically running 3 guards and basically 2 forwards. Because they rolling Steph, Moody, AirPods, and Jimmy and Draymond. You think Draymond deserved to be Defensive Player of the Year? His defense this
No,
year has been really good.
it has, but I don't think it's been better than
Mobley's?
Dyson Daniels. I
Oh,
don't think it's been better than you could say Mobley.
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson, maybe Jaren Jackson. Um, but we can't forget that the Warriors were but to begin the season, and if Draymond was really doing that good of a defensive job, the Warriors wouldn't have been in the play-in. They still would have at least been competitive if their defense is what it is now. But Jimmy coming helped their defense a lot, so
I
you
think
got to
that
give credit to Jimmy with that too.
I think Draymond Green is leading, has the best odds to win now.
And that's crazy. I think where did I see it at? I forgot where I seen it at, but um I think I was reading. I think on some post they were like Draymond Green didn't get into Defensive Player of the Year conversations until he threw his name in the hat. And I looked at the clip. I think he said on his podcast that he should have been in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. But that's because Wemby hurt, so it's literally up
Yes.
for grabs. It's
Yes.
literally up for grabs.
So this isn't I don't have like the FanDuel app on my iPad, but it says right now Draymond Green's odds to win is minus 185.
Mm,
Mobley's is plus 120, plus 135.
mm.
So Draymond
And
is the favorite right now.
who else is on there?
Well, this isn't like Luke Dort is plus 1,500. Dyson Daniels is plus 2,000.
I low key like Dyson. I low key think Dyson Daniels should win it. I think he's been the best defensive player out of those names, but he's not gonna get it because he probably gonna get. Well, no, they might get most improved Cade,
Well, that team
but
sucks. But the Hawks are not good. Anyway,
mm,
they're not a good team. And I bet you if you look up like their defense, because you know how they be, bro. You look at the team and it's like, oh, how are you defensive player of the year? But your team is ranked 20th in defense. It's
mm-hmm.
like they're gonna use that against you. Like they just are. And I guarantee you the Hawks scoring, opponents scoring is probably late teens or in the 20s somewhere. So you're not gonna give it to them. And the Warriors, like you said, Jimmy Butler has gone there and made things way better. But I'm not gonna act like Draymond Green ain't been great defensively recently. Like I'm not gonna act like he's been great, bro. Because he's doing everything. He literally has to do everything, especially now that he's playing center, basically full time. So now he got to do everything on that team. He brings the ball up the court because he's basically all damn near the point guard, well, point forward, and he got to play defense too. I mean, he doing everything. And Draymond Green is old too, low key. He ain't young no more. Got to give him his credit. You got any more takeaways?
Only other takeaway I got is that which one was it? Well, I got two more. And they both with the Hawks. The Hawks versus the Bucks. Zachariah Ricochet.
He been hooping.
He went off number one pick, went off for 36. I think they said he only dribbled like one time. So he pulled the Klay Thompson.
That was against the Bucks, right?
Yeah. He pulled the Klay Thompson on us. He played amazing. I wanted to bring up that game because he's trying to put his name in the hat for Rookie of the Year. Me personally, I still think it's Stephon Castle.
It's Stephon.
But Ricochet, he's been trying to put his name in that hat lately because he's been playing really good this last month and a half. He's been playing real good.
Hey, you look at this draft class now. These rookies
It's
been
different.
hooping. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different now.
When I looked at that game with Zachariah when he dropped the 36 against the Bucks, I was like, this is what they saw, whatever like that. I think that him playing with Trey, that was a good pick for him. I think Trey, him, Dyson Daniels, that's a nice little corner piece right there. And Okongwu.
I mean, Stephon Castle been hooping ever since everybody's been hurt. Alex Sarr has been playing decent lately. Like you said, Zachariah Richardson. Like this rookie class, people probably say it's still weak, but they've been hooping. They have been hooping lately, so you got to give them their credit.
And then my last one, Hawks versus Dallas. 80 with the game winner.
AD got hurt.
I was just gonna bring that up. I'm like, bro, it's always something with AD, bro. Like, this is what we said you should have just set, because what if that cut above his eye would have been worse than what it actually was? Then say we have to get eye surgery. It's like just little things like that can happen. Why not just sit him? I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm happy he hit the game winner. He got to see the Mavs fans got to see all that, and they got to believe. And he's trying to show Mavs fans like, hey, I'm with y'all. Like, I'm here for y'all. Like, I understand the Luka trade hurt, but y'all still got me. You know what I mean? So shout out for AD, because they came back too. They came back because the Hawks was up late, and they came back and won. So shout out to AD and the Mavs.
The Mavs got all their bigs back. Damn Gaffer back. Derek Lively back. PJ Washington was out. But like you said, AD, because AD had 36, 15,
35.
35, my bad. 35, 14, 15 boards, like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
Like, we know AD cold. We know he's a superstar. Damn near. We know that. But like we said, injuries, bro. I see it said Anthony Davis hitting the eye. I'm like, bro, come on. Do you think he be over exaggerating sometimes? Or do you
sometimes, think Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. But it's crazy though, because everybody finna be back healthy, and now all you missing is Kyrie. Because if Kyrie now just imagine if, because right now they're what are they? They're 9th. So they imagine an OKC going against them in the first round or something like that, a healthy Mavs team. That would have been a great series.
Now the Thunder go.
Smoke them.
Man, I know we gonna get into our playoff predictions in a couple of weeks. All I'm gonna say is the Thunder got a free W coupon, bro.
Well,
they're gonna either face the Mavericks or the Kings. This isn't a topic. But I always think about who was worse, the Suns or the Sixers. But man, I gotta throw the Kings in there, bro. The Kings suck. They are terrible, bro. They are bad. Bro, to the Wizards yesterday. They are bad. They are a bad team, bro. And it's crazy because you look, okay, you got Sabonis, really good player. DeRozan, really good player. Zach LaVine, really good player. You got Malik Monk, a good player. Ellis.
Keon Ellis, he's solid.
Keon Ellis is good. I like Keon Ellis. But then it's like, they be losing. Their defense is terrible. That was a bad team, bro.
They should never fire Mike Brown, bro. They should have never fired Mike Brown.
I still don't know why they fired him. I still don't know why. I mean, they was gonna be bad. Like, I don't think they was gonna be bad, but it's just like, damn, y'all is just not a good team. It's just not. They're not a good team.
I low-key think is, once Mike Brown got fired and then De'Aaron Fox left, it's like I feel like the other players don't want to be there no more either. Like, because you seen Sabonis came out and said, I want to know what direction the team's going in. Like, it's a bunch of chaos, and they all lost in the sauce over there. So that could be a reason why they not, because defense is all about believing, bro. You have to want to play defense, bro.
Like, they got Valanciunas, good big man. Trey Lyles is okay. Markelle Fultz, I don't know why they signed him. He don't do nothing, and I don't think it's his fault. Just don't do anything. Because I remember you said, should they start him? I'm like, they ain't gonna start that dude. They ain't gonna start no Markelle Fultz. Like, I don't even know where they're going, what direction they are going in. They're just there. They're just hooping. That's crazy. So technically, from whenever the last time they made the playoffs to basically now, we've only probably seen, 2 really good years of Kings basketball? Which is sad. That's sad. That's sorry. And they probably should have won against the Warriors. It's just Curry went crazy in Game 7. Like, what you supposed to do? But I don't got no more takeaways. Let's get into the Memphis Grizzlies. Last Friday, they fired Taylor Jenkins. Very shocking. Nobody didn't know why, but apparently it was because of the offense that Taylor Jenkins has said. Apparently, his offense was made around getting everybody involved. I'm just shortening it. He wanted everybody basically to get their touches, everybody to touch the ball. And Ja Morant, according to sources, really didn't like that because apparently, according to NBA Central, he is averaging a career low in touches this season, and it didn't sit well with him. Quote, the season Morant is averaging career lows in touches, averaging touch length and dribbles per touch this season. Morant's 22 points per game is his lowest since the 2020 season. And that was his second year, 2020-21 second season, and his field goal percentage is 48%. His worst of the career. It didn't sit well, and he voiced his frustrations publicly and privately. And they got rid of him. And apparently they got this new coach who's overseas, who had one of the best offenses of like all time overseas and stuff like that. And his offense is more pick and rolls, which Ja Morant usually does. So what is your reaction to basically everything about the Grizzlies and the Grizzlies firing Taylor Jenkins?
First off, well, it's just to add on to that. Like, I
Mhm.
think they said the year before or something like that. They had fired like some of the assistant coach. They had fired an assistant coach that Ja was really like close with. But one, I don't get the firing. We're 9. It was like 9, 10 games before playoffs, bro. Why are you firing your head coach? I understand that the offense might not be where Ja likes it, but we're literally 10 games before playoffs. And so now you're gonna implement a new coach. He's gonna come with new defensive schemes, new offenses. I mean, granted they're professionals, it's their job, but that's a lot of pressure to put on them right before playoffs. You know what I mean? And so it's like that. I didn't like that first and foremost. Um, and then I wouldn't be surprised if Ja would leave now because I don't think Taylor Jenkins was the problem. You seen Desmond Bain came out and said it's on us. We're the ones that he's not the ones going out there taking shots, playing defense, and doing all those things. So Desmond Bain already voiced that it's the reason why we're losing wasn't Taylor Jenkins' fault. It's our fault. We the ones out there that's not executing. So I don't agree with the front office doing that. I don't at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ja leaves now, to be honest with you.
So I agree with you on it was crazy that, like you said, 10 games, 9 games left. You don't see that. If anything, you do this in the off season. Like, was
Or
it
at
really?
All-Star break.
Yeah, you could have did it earlier. You could have. How do I put this? Like, I felt like 9 games was just crazy. Like, how bad was it that you guys said we just can't take this no more? You got to go, brother. Like 9 games left. And another stat. Did you see that they've only beaten one team over 500 since February 3rd, I think?
No, I did
You know
not.
who
I
that
did
team
not see
was?
it. Over 500?
One
A
team
team
over
over
500. One team over 500 since February. They've only beaten one team.
what, the Mavs?
The Mavericks. Without AD and Kyrie. That was the only team they beat. So technically, they haven't beat no good teams over 500. So basically, they've been playing bad almost basically since All-Star break and trade deadline.
So who worse,
Like,
them or the Knicks? Because the Knicks don't win against no top teams either.
I would say the Knicks because the Knicks can't beat no really good team.
Okay.
0-8 against the top 3 teams is crazy. Like, you can't get
Crazy.
one. You can't get one. No, the Grizzlies just haven't beaten the team over 500 since then. They probably beaten the team. They beaten this. I think they beat the Celtics this year. I think in Boston. So you beating the team, one of the best teams. The Knicks haven't beat none of them. They're like 0-9 now. They can't beat none of them. They be getting blown out. But that's neither here nor there. I think this is just bad on the organization. Like, it's a bad move to fire your head coach, who, remember, I thought he was a coach of the year candidate when we first did our things, our awards. I thought, because I'm like, Taylor Jenkins is a good coach. It's a good team. Like,
They were second in the West.
Yeah, they were second in the West. They were fifth in the. They were like fifth in the West when they fired him. So it's like, it just doesn't make no sense. And remember I talked about, what was it, like a month or two ago, when we was like, when it was that report that said, look out for John Morant, probably, like, leaving. And you was like, I don't know, but I was like, I said I'd think about it, because he be getting hurt. He be not now, but it was in some drama. You got to think about it. And it's crazy because he just did that gun thing the other day, the celebration, which was crazy. It's like, bro, I know nothing didn't happen with him in the league on that, but why would you do that? Why are we doing that? Bro, you could have did the middle finger. You could have did that at least. You put the gun, knowing you've been dealing with guns, and you did the little gun thing back at Buddy Hield. It's crazy.
Hey, he better be bro. He better be careful, bro, because I don't think Adam Silver already slapped him on the wrist 2 times already. 3 strikes you out, bro. Like, you better be careful, man.
You think when they suspended him to 20 games with a slap on the wrist, you think he should have got more?
Yeah, that was a slap on the wrist.
Oh,
because the first time when he did that,
he was in that club.
Both times. Yeah, he was in the club and they saw it.
The second time was in the car.
Yeah, they was a slap on the wrist, because he could have it could have been worse. It could have been worse. They could have treated him like they did Gil. It could have been worse.
Well, Gil actually brought guns to the locker room, so
I mean, but Ja had to get that gun some way somehow.
But the thing is, this was on video though, so it's like, it's video. Gil actually brought the guns to the locker room. He actually brought them to the locker room.
They were BB guns. Well, no. I think they was real guns.
No,
he said they wasn't loaded though. He said they wasn't loaded though.
But he actually brought it to the facility on site. That's crazy. Ja didn't do that. He just did it off somewhere. So if this was David Stern, what you think he would have gave Ja?
Oh boy. Probably would have been gone for half the season, if not that entire season, bro. Because that was his second time, especially his second time doing it. Oh yeah, bro. He wasn't gonna play no games for him. David Stern was not gonna play no. He was gonna make an example out of him for real. He probably would have got kicked out the second time, if we being honest. Because that first time he probably would have gave him like half a season, or if not the whole season. And if he would have did it again, well, I don't think Ja would have did it again if David Stern was the commissioner. Because David Stern don't play there, bro. Well, he didn't play there.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, the Grizzlies defense has been bad. Their offense, the offense so far, it's been okay, but the defense so far, it's bad. They've been giving up like almost 150 points per game. Let me go to it real quick. You gave up 134 to the Warriors. Crazy. You gave up 117 to the Celtics. Crazy. You gave up 134 to the Lakers. Then Buddy Taylor Jenkins was still the coach. So in 3 games in this era, you've given up almost 115 points per game, which is just not good. Like, with the Warriors, but the Grizzlies struggles right now, are they really a first round exit?
Yes. Yes, they are. They're a first round exit this year.
I know we talked about the other teams, but my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, because I don't think this is. I mean, yeah, dude has played. He's coached overseas, and he has a decent pedigree overseas. But NBA basketball is different, and this is your first time as a head coach. Even though you're an interim head coach, this is your first time as a head coach in the NBA. I don't think he's gonna be ready for that moment in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if they got swept.
So if you're the Grizzlies, I know we talked about the other teams earlier. Who should they face? If I'm the Grizzlies, who do I want to face? Who do I want to face?
Low key, the Rockets. I would want to face the Rockets because they're young. They haven't been there before, and I think Ja is just so great. He can probably uplift them in that series. But other than that, I don't see them standing a chance against no other team.
If they face OKC, they're getting swept.
Yeah, they face the Lakers, they getting swept. They face the Nuggets, they getting swept.
I feel bad for the Grizzlies because we had them. We had them as a good team. They're struggling right now. Ja, Ja has been hurt, and that's another thing with the Taylor Jenkins. Like my best player has not been here. Like you're
Hmm.
faulting me for my best player in drama, not recently, but he's also been hurt. Like he has also been hurt. So like, what do you want me to do? Like Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bain are really good players, but they can't uplift us. They can't be my number ones and number twos. That's why they're number twos and number threes. No offense to them, but we need
You
Ja.
you just reminded me too. Like maybe that's why he had a spread offense where he wants everyone to touch the ball because Ja's in and out the lineup all the time. So we got to give confidence to these other dudes. So we have to make sure all these other guys get touches because Ja, we don't know if he's gonna be in the lineup today, tomorrow, or when. So I mean, can you be mad if they've been running this offense the entire season? Y'all were number two at one point. Y'all were number five at one point. So obviously it's working. Y'all just had a bad stretch of basketball. And then that time when they was losing games, Ja wasn't even playing for real. And then Jaren Jackson been hurt. So like, nah, bro. It don't make that firing don't make no sense. But now that he's fired, who y'all gonna get to replace him? Because
The
y'all
coach
gotta
they
bring
got
in a
now.
coach. Nah, that's not gonna cut it, bro. You gotta bring in a coach with some pedigree. You gotta bring in a coach with that's gonna instill some discipline in them, bro. Like, mm-mm, they gotta bring in. So I'd probably say like a Sam Cassell or like a Mike Brown or a Mark Jackson or somebody like that. I think those would be great coaches for
And a
them.
lot of people I saw, I think it was like yesterday. The Grizzlies, it starts from that team, their culture. Like their culture is like, no offense, even when Dylan Brooks was there, they wasn't like kind of like a serious team. Like I never consider them like serious, not like play style serious, but just the culture. Like this ain't grit and
Mm.
grind. This is just it's like they just I don't want to use unprofessional, but no, they don't take nothing serious.
They
Like
the
Ja out here.
YNs. They the YNs.
I
They the
guess.
YNs of
I
the
guess.
league, bro.
Yeah. The
They the
why is
YNs.
I guess
Mm.
like, and it
But
starts with Ja.
I think Taylor Jenkins, like don't I still think it's grit and grind culture. I just think it's like the new age grit and grind culture. And I think Taylor Jenkins represented that really well. I think he gelled with the players really well. I think that he exuded that grit and grind culture really well. And the only coaches that I feel like that you can bring in and try to replicate that same type of culture is a Sam Cassell, Mark Jackson, or Mike Brown.
Bro, that man Pat Beverly said Taylor Jenkins had to worry about Ja going to jail. He didn't know.
Nah, legit though, he did. He did. He did.
I'm like, brother. I'm like, bro, come on, G. Like, be serious. Let me see if I can find the quote. But real quick, I said this the other day. Taylor Jenkins, if Greg Popovich doesn't come back, he should want to go to the Spurs.
I was just gonna ask you what teams you think he should go to. I
The
got four
Spurs.
teams.
What's the four
The
teams?
Spurs. Mine's I got the Pelicans. Because Willie Green, I think Willie Green's either on his last or he got like one more year. So it's like they can fire him and then hire Taylor Jenkins. Because I feel like Taylor Jenkins it's either two things. Me personally, I think he wants to go to a playoff contending team. And the
Mhm.
Pelicans could be a playoff contending team. So that one, the Kings, he can go to the Kings with Zach, DeMar, and Sabonis. Um, and then if he doesn't want to go to a playoff team, the two rebuild teams, either the Bulls or the Wizards.
I ain't trying to go to the Wizards.
I mean, they better than the Bulls.
Are they better than the Bulls or are they better? Are they
They got better
set up
pieces.
better? Are they better? Are they
Yeah,
set up better?
they set up better than the Bulls. I'd rather go to the Wizards than the Bulls. At least I got something to work with over there.
Pat Beverly said, real quick, then we go back to the coach thing. Pat Bev said Taylor Jenkins was in a tough spot, not knowing whether John Moran would be going to jail or not. He has to deal with John Moran on and off the court, talking about a player who's waving around guns, possibly not knowing, maybe goes to jail.
Yeah. He not lying though. Ja definitely could have went to jail throughout that whole thing.
I think Taylor Jenkins, if I'm him, I go to the Spurs and Greg Popovich does. If he calls it a career after having the stroke and stuff like that, I think the Spurs like, bro, look who you. First of all, you basically getting a top 15. Some people say top 10 player in the NBA and Whippy. That's what some people saying. You get arguably almost a rookie of the year in Stephon Castle. You basically getting a star in De'Aaron Fox. You got some good young role players in Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and Jeremy Sohan. Like, you're set up. And then, did you hear those rumors about how the Spurs, and we talked about it, the Spurs could get Kevin Durant?
Okay, good. Yeah. I think Pop gonna come back though. But if Pop don't come back, I mean, if Pop does come back, what team would you want to see him go to? Because I don't think he needs to sit out. I think he needs to be hired next year.
I wouldn't be shocked if he does sit out for a year, though. I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. But let me go look at the teams. You say the Pelicans, but I don't know, because Zion is a question mark. He's a question mark. I just don't know.
If he sit out a year, the only other teams that he can go for will be the Blazers, I think. Who else? Who else was it? The Blazers, the Jazz. And then I think that's it. The Blazers and the Jazz are the only other two teams that.
If we're being honest, it's really not a lot of openings technically.
Nets.
No, I think they're giving Jordy Fernandez some time. Like, the team's trash.
Okay.
I think they're giving him some time. Like, the only other team like you could look at that might have openings, you could say, like you said, the Blazers, the Spurs, the Pelicans, maybe even the Kings. I saw something on Twitter when they said Philly, I have the best odds. I don't believe that. I think Nick Nurse gets at least one more year. At least gets one more year. And after that, and like you said, the Wizards, that's it. It's not really a lot.
His best bet is either the Pelicans or the Kings. That's his best bet. If you want to at least try to compete for a championship or playoffs, Pelicans or the Kings.
Man.
Because I think Pop coming back. I think Pop is coming back. Especially if they trade to get KD. Oh my God, Pop's coming back for sure.
But man, Pop is like, what is Pop? Almost 80? Bro, them strokes ain't nothing to play with, bro.
No, they not. They definitely not. And then we don't even know what type of shape he in right now, because
with a stroke, nobody has seen him.
Yeah, with a stroke, you might not be able to walk no more. You might not be able to talk as good as you used to. It's a lot of stuff that can go wrong when you have a stroke.
John said it happened, like, his future was in question. And I mean, I think it is a question. Like, he really does it. Like, he only comes back because he loves the game. And, he probably does love the game, but he don't need to do nothing else. He got 5 rings, multiple Coach of the Years, I think. So he don't need to do nothing else. And if that opening is up, I'm Spurs. I'm calling Taylor Jenkins immediately.
Was he under the Greg Popovich tree?
I don't think so. No, I think he was I think he was under the Bud tree. Budenholzer tree, I think.
And who did Budenholzer? I think Budenholzer studied
under the Popovich tree too eventually.
Yeah, so they all
kind of somewhat connected.
Yeah.
Honestly though, low key, the Blazers isn't bad, because look what Denny Avni are doing. That man is hooping. Is he their best player on that team? Because he been really
right
good.
now. Yes, he's the best player on their team. Yes, he is.
Like, you got Denny, we got Shane Sharp, who is probably their most talented player. DeAndre Ayton is iffy. You don't know if you want to keep him or not. Donovan Clingan is still there. You got Scoot Henderson, trade Anthony Simons, get something back for him. The Blazers looking pretty decent. And to Monty Kamara, good player. You know, they got some pieces, and they probably just need one of them coaches. Chauncey Bill's been doing a good job. I give him his credit. I'm giving Chauncey his credit. But what did you say to me? Well, years ago, even though yours was worse. Hey, if Taylor Jenkins on the right there on the market, man. If he's a good coach on the market, man, I'm getting him and getting him out of here. That's what you told me with Greg Popovich and what's his name?
Steve Clifford.
Steve Clifford. That's what you told me. Yours was worse though. Yours was worse.
I mean, bro, you could just tell them players didn't believe in Steve Clifford, though, G. But with Chauncey and the Blazers, they're finally buying in. I think once Denny came and Denny bought in, the rest of them follow suit because they're not playing anything like they were playing at the beginning of the season or like they were playing or like they were playing last year. But my thing is with them, what you gonna do with Scoop? Because obviously with the ball in Denny's hands, the team looks way better. And so if you trade Anthony Simons, that means you have to start Scoot. And if you start Scoot, Scoot's not a shooter like Anthony. So Scoot's gonna need the ball in his hands. And Demi Avnia, he's not really he can catch and shoot, but he's not really a catch and shoot type of player. So what do you do with that? Because I would want the ball in Denny's hands rather than Scoot's. But if you keep Scoot on the bench, it's like this was the second overall pick just for him to come off the bench.
Portland will have the 9th pick.
This year?
Yep. They have number 9 right now. So that job don't look bad if I'm Taylor Jenkins, but I want the Spurs. That's who I want. I want the Spurs. But honestly, though, like I said, with the Grizzlies, man, they going through it. That culture right now is not good. And I wouldn't be shocked that there is some changes this summer, man. And could they look at moving on from Ja? Maybe. But it just all depends. Hey, can he be your best player on the championship team?
Ja?
Yeah.
I think he can.
Okay.
I think he can.
Okay.
But like you said, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they moved him. Because one, he got all this gun stuff, you know, getting in trouble with the league, so they might want to move him because of that. And then on top of that, they don't want to play. I low-key think they think Ja's a diva, like a diva basketball player. So it's like, do I want to deal with this type of player when I can trade him and get something back for him, or I can see Ja leaving himself.
So you think he could ask for a trade?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. So let's move on to Draymond Green's comments on the old generation and the new generation. He basically talked about how the old generation always hates on the new generation. And I have the 2 quotes of what he says, and then we'll get into it. Draymond Green said, "What's crazy is people say you must respect each era, but the past era don't respect this era. I don't think respect is passed down to us from the other generations. But I think people are quick to say, oh, you got to respect this because they came before. I don't agree with that. I disagree with that." Then he said, "Everybody doesn't deserve respect. Just because you play before me, you don't deserve respect. Just because you play before me doesn't mean you deserve respect. I'm sorry, but God had it in his plans for you to be born before me, and you deserve respect. Because of that, nah, my mama ain't raised me that way. Respect is earned." So what is your take on Draymond Green saying the old generation doesn't respect the new generation?
Bro, he tripping. Like I'm not saying that, some players, you deserve to give respect to the older generation, first and foremost, because they're the ones that paved the way. They're the ones that made it so you guys can get $100 million contracts. They paved the ways so that you guys can wear what you want and do what you think. So if that's the case, that means you're not giving respect to Oscar Robertson. You're not giving respect to Kareem. You're not giving respect to Wilt. You're not giving respect to any other older generation player. So you're not giving respect to Jerry West. You're not giving respect to whatever older generation player. Like, just because some players, them older generation guys, are not respecting you, that don't mean you don't give respect in return. See? So if that's the case, when these kids that's coming up now in the league, when they come in the league, they shouldn't respect you. They shouldn't respect you, Draymond, because it don't matter what you did in the past and how many rings you won. I don't care about none of that. I don't have to respect you. No, they should respect you too because of what you've done for the game. Like I don't agree with it. I think he tripping.
So, okay, I think you should respect like the older generation. I'm cool with that because, like you said, I 100% agree with you when you said they paved the way for you to get like these big contracts. Like we talk about like Oscar Route, like Kareem, Bill Russell, and all that. They went through like hell and back then of the day to fight for us, well, fight for y'all to get like to play in the NBA and get these contracts and stuff like that, and just play for a long time. But at the same time, he ain't lied when they always be hating on this generation. Because they always do. Because the minute because they always talk about, man, you come in our generation, you ain't dropping 30 points, 20 some
Yeah.
points. We'll slap like you're hating. Like, bruh, like it's not that serious. And like Charles Barkley and Shaq, they're the main ones on TV. They always hate on this generation, bro. They always talk about this generation soft. They not playing games. Like, bro, you're hating on us. And I have another quote. This isn't with Draymond, but did you see this quote from BJ Armstrong?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so BJ Armstrong said he isn't impressed with OKC Thunder winning a lot of games in this era because he believes half the league is tanking. He said the league has changed. Half of the teams are tanking. So let me know, should I be impressed or should I, if we just want to sit here and look at the stat sheet and start comparing? All right, I'll do that. Is that what you want to do? Half of the teams are tanking. I respect what the Thunder have done. I respect the players. However, here's the era where it is what it is. Finding teams for not playing their players. I don't recall that happened a few years ago. Another reason. So we're disrespecting this era just for no reason. The Thunder are 60 some wins. I don't care what era it is. Winning 60 games out of 80 something is crazy. Like you gotta
Mm-hmm.
respect that. So yes, I agree. Like, why should I respect you when you be disrespecting me? Why should I do that? Like that's all I'm saying. Like the old
I
generation
mean,
do be hated.
it's a difference though. Like if like for instance, BJ Armstrong. Since if you're disrespecting me, then you get the same energy back. But if it's like the older generation, like not everybody deserves that. The ones that are showing love, those are the ones that you give respect to. But the ones that's disrespecting, them the ones that you don't respect. You know what I mean? Because they're being disrespectful. So why would you respect somebody? You know what I'm saying? You can't give me my flowers, but you want me to give you your flowers, like, and we both great. Like that don't make sense. So I mean, it just depends on the person. I feel like, but just generalizing it to the entire older generation, nah, I don't agree with that.
Because I do feel like with Shaq as an example, we always say, man, Shaq damn near probably averaged like almost close to 40 points per game in this era. Same with MJ, right? But then then Shaq be like, man, he wouldn't do nothing against us. He wouldn't do anything back in this era. Brother, why do you have to think that way? I think earlier Stephen A. Smith said that he didn't name the Hall of Famer, but he said that a Hall of Famer that said that Steph Curry wouldn't average 17 points back then. Be serious. You telling
Bro,
me
he's a
Steph Curry
shooter.
can't average 17 points?
Bro, one, he's a shooter. He can finish and he can dribble. What are you talking about?
First of all, look at that back then. No one's like, especially when like big man and when the paint is all like cluttered together.
Yeah.
Steph Curry got, first of all, he got limited range. And back then, the 3-point line was shorter. So you telling me Steph Curry can't get 17 points? Bro,
Bro,
what are
look
we
at Steve
talking about?
Nash. Steve Nash. Steve Nash could get you 17 points back in the day. So Steph couldn't? Like, come on now, dog.
Like,
Come
I,
on now,
I
dog.
get what you're saying. Like, we gotta respect these guys because they did do what they had to do to get us to where we are now. But at the same time, they do be hating. They do be saying this era is soft just because people be like resting or tanking. Bro, they don't do that. It's the teams that do that. The teams are the ones that's resting them guys. They ask them what days you want off. Who do you not want to face this day? And they just pick the day and they just say, okay, you're not playing this day. That's not them. So no.
Saying Steph can't average 17 in the early 2000s is crazy. That's insane, bro.
That's what he said, man. That's what he said. But do you think so? If Michael Jordan was in this era, do you think he could average almost close to 40?
No.
You don't think so?
Averaging 40? No.
Could he be close to averaging 40?
I could see MJ averaging like 34, 35, maybe 36. I don't 40 though. 40, bro, 40 is a lot of buckets for 82 games to put up. To average 40, G. That means you're gonna have to have some 50 balls in there. You know what I mean? Scoring 40 every game is hard, bro.
So what you think Jokic would have done back then? Actually, take that back. What you think Kyrie Irving would have done back then?
Average more than 17. I know that.
I'm not gonna lie. If Kyrie Irving was back then, they probably think he was like a wizard or a god or something, bro. You ever seen that video? It was a Bulls game, and the commentators, Michael Jordan did the most basic crossover. And they said, oh my God. Bro, they see Kyrie Irving, but they think he be out here cheating, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They think he be out here cheating, bro.
They would have put that man on a wooden cross and burnt him alive. They would have thought he was a witch or something.
Oh yeah, so he said a Hall of Famer came up to me and said Steph Curry would not have averaged more than 70 points per game in our era. We would have hurt him. First of all, why do we gotta hurt him? It's like they always gotta be like hurted and physical and stuff like that. Why do we have to do that?
Bro, just cause people didn't play. You say it was a former player, right?
A former Hall of Famer. No, this is just a Hall of Famer.
Bro. Just because people didn't play the game, I don't mean they really know the game. I.e., look at Michael Jordan. He played the game, arguably, you know what I'm saying, the greatest of all time. And he can't draft to save his life. He can't spot talent to save his life. So if Michael Jordan can't spot talent, I'm pretty sure other former players have terrible basketball IQs.
So you do agree that the old heads don't respect this era, though. You do agree with that?
I wouldn't say all of them. I think some of them definitely doesn't respect this era because they felt like they should be getting the money that they get now, and but I wouldn't say the entire older generation because I've seen players show love to the new generation. So
I'm telling y'all, man, this doesn't happen in other sports, bro. It only happens in basketball. I'm telling you, I never see in the NFL where an old head disrespects like the new generation. They don't do that. They really.
I mean,
don't.
well, now what Dion and what's that dude? Monte Samuel or something like that. What's the dude's name?
Monte Samuel.
Yeah. Him and Dion, they've been going at it lately.
That's beef, but this is the everyday conversation of some old head gotta say something about this generation. Somebody, bro. Like, you don't see that in basketball, you don't see it in baseball, probably don't see it in hockey. They pay homage to them and they respect us. And here, man, I average 40 and 20 against these guys right now. Okay, brother. And real quick, shout out to Carmelo Anthony on making it to the Hall of Fame, man. You know, like, I think everybody knew he was making the Hall of Fame, but Carmelo Anthony, I always say, man, he's one of he's like this era's kind of goats, kind of like we look at like LeBron, Wade, Chris Paul, Melo. If you want to add Kevin Durant and Steph Curry in there, those are like our pillars. Like, we look at them as those are our guys, and you know, seeing a guy with Hall of Fame, you know, it's very nice. So congratulations, Melo. Congratulations. You muted. Or your mic tweaking. I can't hear you. Or I cannot hear you. Or is it mine? Nope, not mine. Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Take your AirPod out. Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. No. I couldn't hear him, Simone. Wait, Simone, you couldn't hear Charles or you couldn't hear me? Because I could not hear this man. I couldn't hear him save it. Couldn't hear him. He was just talking.
You get me?
You good now, brother. Couldn't hear you, G. Yeah, couldn't. Yeah, nobody couldn't hear you.
But damn, what was that?
I was talking about Bello.
Oh yeah, I wish Melo would at least got him one ring, bro. I wish Melo would at least got one ring. He deserves it, bro. One of the best scorers of all times. Even Kobe said that he was a hard matchup. He's one of the toughest people he's ever had to guard. And I don't think Melo gets a lot of credit, and I think that's because he's never won a ring, or he's never really made it that far in the playoffs. So I don't
I
think
mean,
credit he
he
deserves.
made the
Just like
conference
KD.
finals. He made the conference finals, but that was against Kobe. And it's like, I don't think a lot of people had them beating the Lakers that year. But he made it far. Well, that 1 year,
But
but
I was just saying that was his only time though.
yeah, that was his only time. That was his only time. The only thing I disagree with Melo is that I hate when they be saying that gold medal means more than a ring, bro. Stop the
It don't, bro.
cap.
It don't,
Stop.
bro.
You're lying. You are lying. You know damn well when you come in the NBA, you do not think about no gold medal. Please stop the cap. You come in the league because you want to make the most money you can and to win a championship. Like, let's be honest. I hate when people like that when they do that. Just I know you didn't win, bro, but we're not gonna act like a gold medal mean more. Like, we're just not gonna do that. Now, maybe in the other countries it probably does because that you know that Olympic type and that gold medal stuff that means more to them to us in America. Like it just does. Like it's great to have a gold medal to represent your country, but man, winning that championship ring in your league that means way more.
Like I think if Jokic would have won the Olympics, he would have been more happier winning the Olympics than winning that NBA championship.
I agree, and I believe because that means more to his country. Like I do agree with that, but us as Americans, bro, we won a ring. We won a ring over a gold medal. There ain't nothing against that gold medal, but man, I hate when y'all do that, bro, because y'all be lying. Like y'all just be straight lying. But like with the Draymond Green, like I just feel like the older generation kind of does disrespect us. But I agree with you. We do gotta respect them too. But they just don't respect us in general. Okay, so I got a thing that I came up with on my way to the gym. So let's do an over under. How many rings can this team get in the next 5 years? Over 1.5. First team, the OKC Thunder. Can they win 2 rings in the next 5 years?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go under.
Can they win? So are they not winning none, or can they win one?
I can see them at least winning one. Yeah.
Because we gotta think about it. You gotta pay Chet, you gotta pay J-Dub, eventually gotta pay Shea that $300 million contract. How is that team gonna look in the next 5 years? And you probably not gonna keep like the good role players you got now. So if we go into the next 5 years, can they win 2 rings? Woo! I'm gonna say they can win one. I think they can win a
Yeah,
ring. I
I
don't
think
think they
they can
can
win
win
one.
two. I think they definitely can win one, bro. That team good. As long as Shea play great as usual, which he will, they can get one. So I'm gonna go under. The next team, I got the Boston Celtics.
What are we counting? Are we counting last year's?
Nah. So the next
Okay,
5 years, but because like they could
can they
win
win
two in the
two
next.
more?
Yeah, they could win two, like say the year after. It's like that. So next 5 years,
Mm,
can they win two?
nah, I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under. I think they can win one in the next 5 years, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go under.
Do you think in 5 years that team will break up?
Yeah, because Drew not gonna be there no more. I think they probably flip either Porzingis or Jalen Brown, and that
What
team
about
ain't gonna be
Derek
the
White?
same.
They probably value
I
Derek
think he'll
White.
stay. Yeah, I
Derek
think
White.
Derek White will stay. Yeah,
Can the Celtics win two rings in the next 5 years? I'm gonna say yes. I think they can win two more, bro. Because I think that team's good enough, and those reports are true, man. That that they can look at getting Kevin Durant because Nick Wright said that he said look out for Boston, and then it was another report that said that that the Celtics could be looking at trading either Drew Holiday or Porzingis. Let's say you go to the Suns, you trade them two for Kevin Durant. You got Kevin Durant, Jalen Brown, and Jason Tatum. Hey,
they
you
still got
looking pretty?
they got to add some more around that
Oh
though,
no, you
because you
can put
still
some more.
have Derek White.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
still
still
got
have
Derek
Derek White,
White. And then you look at the
Peyton Pritchard.
Suns, you get good players back for Booker. Hey, you're looking pretty decent. You looking better than what you are now. But
Hmm.
out just going off this team, I think they can win two more. I think like I can see them say like they lost this year, then say next year, then could they pull off two in a row? They could. I'm gonna go two. I'm gonna go two. The next team, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Under. I
You
don't
said
think they win it
under.
none. I
Damn,
don't think they
none.
win it
You don't
none.
think they can
I
win none?
don't,
Man, that's
I don't think they
crazy.
can win a chip. No, I don't think they can
Yes.
do it. I don't think they. I don't know. They gotta prove me wrong.
I'm gonna go under. But I wouldn't be shocked if they did win one. Donovan Mitchell leading the team to the playoffs, leading the team to the championship with Darius Garland. Good. Donovan Mitchell could. That team is pretty good. They probably could do it this year. You never know, man. The best team in the East. Probably could. The next team, the Golden State Warriors.
Under. Under. If they don't get a big, they're not even winning one. But if they get a big, I can see them winning one. I don't think Steph is gonna get two more though. I can see him getting one more, but not two. So
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go under.
under. I'm gonna go under because of their age. They're an old team. I don't see them. Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green probably won't even be there. Like, there's a chance they probably won't even be there. And I don't think that team will probably be good enough for them to win. So I'm gonna go under. They probably won't win none. The next team, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Under. I don't see them winning no two chips in the next 5 years.
Could they win one?
Nah, not if you got Doc Rivers as your head coach.
That's crazy. Bro, they talking about does Giannis is Giannis looking like could he move or something because he wants to be in a winning organization? I mean, this is a winning organization, but you just haven't won nothing recently.
Mm-hmm.
Especially everything going wrong. I got a question. If they lose in the first round, hypothetically, do you look at moving Dame?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't because if you move Dame, well, one, if you move Dame, what are you gonna get back from him? And then two, depending on what you get back from him, does it really upgrade or help your team?
Mm,
Because
well,
I
you got
think all three can coexist. They say Dame's supposed to be back in like a week or so.
who's the three? You said three. What three can coexist?
Kuz,
Uh,
Dame, and
are
Giannis.
you consider him the big three? Okay. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. That's just me though. I'm going to say under because I think the roster construction ain't good. Like you got Giannis Dame, you got Brooke Kuzma and them, but like that bench is not good. That roster construction really isn't good, and they still don't draft great. I'm gonna go under. Could they win one though? They could win one, but Not 2. Mm-mm. The next team I got, the New York Knicks.
Now, if the New York Knicks do right and say because to be honest, I don't think this little Villanova thing is gonna work out. But if they can somehow get KD, I don't think they'll win 2, but I can see them winning 1 for sure if they can try to get KD and pair him with Cat and Brunson. But I'm gonna go under.
I want Joel Moran. Shout out to Pick a Side. He put out 2 trades yesterday about the Knicks and KD. I'm gonna ask you which one you like, or you do like both. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. This is the first trade. You trade Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart for Kevin Durant. It's probably you got to add some. And mind you, they don't have no picks. Remember, because they trade them off for Mikal, so you have really no picks.
Okay. And what was
And
the
second one is half for Kevin Durant straight up.
No, I'm not doing that one. I'll do the first one though. I wouldn't want to give up Josh Hart, but I would do the first one over the second one for sure. Because you need Cat.
So when I saw this, right, I said, if you want to say Kevin Durant is playing better than Cat this year, I'm cool with that. Or Cat playing better, I'm cool. I have no problem with that. But I was like, if you switch them out for either, does your team like get you to the championship though? I was like, I don't think you instantly become a championship contender because now you have no big. Now we rolling out Mitchell Robinson again, and he stay hurt.
I was just gonna say he stay hurt. So
I just feel like swapping them for one. I think you kind of in the same predicament. That's just me though. Like I would want both of them to pair with Jalen Brunson now, and you still got OG. Now we looking at something. We looking at something nasty.
Would you rather give up OG or Josh Hart? Because me personally, I like Josh Hart because Josh Hart, I feel like he does more than OG. He rebounds better. I think he's a better passer. Only thing is he don't score. Defensive wise, OG is better.
He's better.
Yeah, but Josh Hart ain't no slouch defensively, so it's like a.
Well, OG is better than him defense. OG is better than him as a scorer, a shooter, and better defensively. I think
Josh Hart's a better all around player. Though.
I agree, and he's the hustle man. He for a guy that short, man, he get them boards, bro.
That.
Bro, he the definition of if you want to get them rebounds,
and he Iron Man.
Get them rebounds.
He Iron Man too. Yeah.
And Mikal Bridges don't miss games too, though. Don't forget about him.
I mean, but OG do.
Oh, you talking about him? Hey, OG better than Mikal. OG better than him.
Yeah.
I would.
They thought Mikal was gonna be.
I
remember they thought Mikal was gonna be a prolific scorer.
I mean, he got with Brooklyn that
on a weak team. Yeah, when he had to be the number one option.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Mikal was giving you almost close to 25 a game that half a year. Then last year, I think he averaged like 22 or 21, 21, I think. I would give up Josh Hart over OG. Like OG, I think you need him, bro.
He didn't even average 20 with Brooklyn, G. He averaged 26 when he came over, and he averaged 19. And then he averaged 19.
Average up, round up. So 20. Round up. Okay. But no, with the Knicks, I go under, but I can see them getting 1. I wouldn't be shocked if they got 1.
I can see them getting 1.
The next team, the Denver Nuggets.
In the next 5 years, can they win 2 chips? Low key, I would say yeah. As long as they can keep Jamal Murray, as long as they can keep that core together of Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic, I think they'll be good. And then pair some good role players around them. I think they'll be good.
They're talking about if they lose an early exit, they might have to flip one of them. And Michael Porter name keep popping up. If they get bounced in the first,
I'm flipping that. Yeah, I flip Michael Porter.
How do you like Kevin Durant on the Nuggets? You trade Michael Porter, maybe got trade another good player, maybe some draft picks. How you like that?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Hey, we
I
could
don't
do
think
it.
that's gonna happen. But that'd be just like when KD went to Golden State. That should be OD.
Well, Jamal Murray ain't no Steph.
Yeah, but you got Jokic.
Bro, KD gonna get the great most open shots he's ever had with Jokic, bro.
And Jamal Murray could be a fake Steph Curry. Bro, imagine if KD was on the
Talk
team.
about fake
Jamal
Steph.
Murray would be wide open all the time. He would be wide open, G.
Talking about a fake Steph Curry. Nah, that's crazy. I got 3 more teams. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
0. They're not winning
Damn.
one the next 5 years.
What?
No. I don't see it, Jay.
Damn.
If anything, they will win one on the last year, on the 5th year. If anything, but I don't see them. I don't see them winning. I don't think they got enough around him.
What about KD on the Timberwolves? They said they was thinking about trading for him too at the trade deadline.
Do I still keep McDaniels?
Oh, they said that him and Ant was off limits. They said them two was off limits. Everybody else could go.
Well, yeah, I'm cool with that then. If they can get KD, then yeah.
You know Randall in the trade.
Oh yeah, he can go. He can go. He can go. Hey, did you hear they supposed to be excited? Randall and Nas Reed back. They've been talking about they want to sign them back.
Well, Nas, Randall.
No, Randall too. They talking about Randall
I'm
too.
saying I'm cool with Nas, but Randall, I don't know.
I low key think it could work, bro. I think Rudy Gobert got to go though, and they gonna have to start Nas Reed. I think if they start Nas Reed,
but Rudy is that anchor on the defense. Like I know people think he like this fake defender and all that, but Nas Reed is not Rudy Gobert on defense. He's just not. He's not that, bro. He's not this defensive anchor, bro. He's really not.
I wish I can look up what their defense was when Rudy was out. Because if their defense was still good when Rudy was out, I mean, like you're not really losing nothing. Then.
But that's in a small sample size. This would be an 82 game season, though. Like,
I mean, but if you got KD, like the offense, like they already still gonna be good defensively because KD. I'm not saying KD is a great ass defender or a lockdown, but KD play D. So you got KD, Jaden Daniels, and Ant on the defensive end. Nas Reed can play D a little bit too.
Then why I got to keep Randall? What
do
you need him for?
No, I'm not saying keep him. I'm saying let him go. If we trade him for KD.
No, but no. Well, okay, wait, hold on. No, but okay, I'm tweaking. So we're talking about if they trade for KD, but earlier you were saying like you said you signed both of them and then trade Rudy Gobert. Now, if I trade for KD, don't I want to keep Rudy Gobert? I want to keep him.
Well, yeah, if you trade him for KD, because you obviously got to let go of Randall, then Rudy Gobert will fit. Rudy Gobert will fit. But I think even if they do let Rudy go and you got KD, you let Rudy and Randall go, I still think it will work with Nas at the 5. Because then offensively, they gonna be hard to guard offensively. Because you got a stretch 5, and you got KD at the 4, and then you still got Ant.
So let me see. Let me go to StatMuse. StatMuse is there's something. Okay. Well, this is all time. But it says the Timberwolves have a defensive rating of 112 with Rudy Gobert all time. So it's like, if you want to say middle of the pack.
What is it without them?
No, this is no way. Let me see.
What is it without them?
Well, I did say without. Well, I put this in. Then this popped up. What is without Rudy Gobert? Oh, let me see. That's crazy. I put without, then when I put it over here, it pops up. Like, I don't get it. Oh, let me see. What is this? Let's go to NBA Reddit. Is this recently, though? Oh, that's a year ago. Ugh, that's old. I want to know what this year, not last year. Last year it said 110. And even last year, that was bad. Because remember last year, they had like a top 3 defense last year. And then without him last year, it said 110. So it got worse. Man, I can't find it because Stab you slide. Yeah, Stab you lied to me. No, I'm keeping Rudy Gobert, bro. His defense, like, if I get Kevin, bro, if we talk about Jaden McDaniels and his offense, we keep Nas Reed, we have, and of course, we have our rookies. You still need that defender, bro. Like, we could get rid of Randall, bro. Like, we could get rid of him. I need to keep Rudy Gobert. I don't care how much you people talk about him, bro. He's still a good defender. He's still a good defender and a rim protector. Like, he just is. Did you find it?
I'm still looking right now. I think I did though.
Bro, this net is fucking...
No, it's still telling me the same thing that you
okay.
That you were.
Okay, forget that then. The next team, the Houston Rockets.
No, under.
Can they win?
Unless they can get unless they can get them a superstar. If they can get them a superstar, then yeah. But if not, no, they're not winning no time soon.
I'm telling you, if they get KD, bro, there's a chance. Jalen Green got to go, but that don't matter. You keep, if we resign Fred on a cheaper contract, we got KD, we got a man. Jabari still, well, might have to give up Jabari low key, or Tariq Eason, and with Sengun. Hey, the Rockets looking at something, bro. They're looking at something. I'm going to go under, but they can win one. I think they could potentially win one, especially, let's just hypothetically say everybody gets better. Everybody, reaches their peak. They could win. They could win. The last team I got, the Los Angeles Lakers. Can they win 2 rings in the next 5 years?
Yep, I'm going over. I think they can. I think Bron got another 2 years in them. I low-key think they can win this year. But if they upgrade their center spot next year, I think they can win next year. I can honestly see the Lakers winning in the next 3 years. In the next 3 years, I can see the Lakers winning.
I'm gonna go under. I think they can win 1, 2. Oh man, depending on how Bron play, and if Luka gonna be great regardless. Austin Reeves stay there, but man, the West is gonna probably get so much better depending on the East team you play in the finals. It's gonna be tough, but I think they can win 1 ring, bro. Like, that's Luka is good, but man, depending on how long LeBron stay in the league, I don't know. It's a question mark. I'm gonna go 1. I think they can win 1 ring. But if they win 2, I kind of wouldn't be shocked, but I'm going to go 1. I'm going to go 1 ring. Okay, so I got one more thing. I got another thing that we talk about on March Madness, and then Pickems, and then we can go. This won't be 3 hours. It shouldn't be 3 hours. But I saw this. Let me go to my notes. Okay. Who needs another finals run more? Steph Curry or LeBron James?
LeBron James. I low-key think Steph legacy is sealed already. Like, regardless if he wins another ring or not, Steph's still gonna be where people have Steph at. With LeBron though, I think if LeBron can win another ring or 2, I think that could add more greatness to his legacy. Because right now he's at 4 rings?
Yeah, it's just 4.
Yeah, 4. If he can at least tie MJ, I think people will put him above MJ. So if he can, I think LeBron. I think it's LeBron.
I'm gonna go Steph, because if Steph wins another ring, bro, they put him in top 5 off rip. Some people already think he's the greatest point guard ever, and if he wins another ring, if they wins another Finals MVP, we can put him in top 5 conversation. And then there's gonna be some people who gonna say he got more rings than Bron, and probably try to put him in top 3, top 2 conversations. So another finals run, especially, we got to add all this other stuff with the storyline. The Warriors wasn't good. They was thinking about, should Steph go? They make this big trade for Jimmy Butler, and then Steph Curry leads the team to the finals and they win. brother, if he could get another ring, like some people already got him in their top 10. Low key, I damn near got basically got him in my top 10 all time. He's right there. His resume speaks for himself. And if he gets another ring, he top 5, bro. Like LeBron, I get it. But LeBron is already to some people in the most. It's one already. I think if he just wins another one, it just adds on. It's just kind of like with the scoring record. The scoring record is great, and it just keeps adding on. I don't think it's like it puts him over the top of say Jordan because some people already think he's better than Jordan, which is me and you. We think he's already better. So, but if Steph Curry gets another ring, he leaps a whole bunch of other people. Like he probably leaps Shaq, Kobe, like Kareem, probably even Magic. He leaps a lot of people. It's like LeBron, if he gets that to some, who else he leaping? Just MJ?
I mean, yeah, that's the GOAT. Shit, I mean, look, I love LeBron. I think LeBron's a better basketball player than Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan is still my GOAT. And in order for me to label LeBron as my GOAT, he got to win 2 more. He got to at least tie MJ. Because I agree with everyone. LeBron had a tougher road to the finals than Michael Jordan did. But that's why I say the losses, I'm not really mad about the losses. The only one I'm mad about is that Dallas one. Mm-hmm. Other than that, like I'm cool with his L's in the finals. He gotta win 2 more rings for me. That's for me to play him as my GOAT.
I mean, I don't think he wins 2 anyway. And I think to some, even if he wins 1, it's like it's gonna close the gap, but people will still say he got 6.
Yeah.
So
if he win 1 and he get 5, it closed the gap, but it's not enough. I feel like if he gets,
he might go regardless. So I don't care what he do. I don't care what the man do. So,
but I feel like if you get 6, that's hard to come back. I got 6. Me and Michael Jordan tied. I'm the all-time scoring leader. Like that's kind of hard to beat.
But you know what people gonna say? What is he? If he gets 2 more rings, they're gonna say, well, he ain't 6-0 in the finals. He's 6-10 in the finals. Like people gonna move the goalposts.
Years more than Jordan.
But people gonna move the goalposts regardless. So it's like that's why I don't care about the Jordan and LeBron debate no more. He's either your GOAT or not. Pick one. I don't care. I'm not arguing that. Like for Jordan fans, they have him stamped as the GOAT. For LeBron fans, they got him stamped as the GOAT. You're not gonna persuade the other. So it doesn't really matter. But like I said with Steph Curry, if he gets another one, he gonna leap some people. And he gonna be put in top 5 conversation. Shaq already said damn near like he should be already in the top 5. I ain't going that far, but he think he should be like, no, not top 5, but he think he should already be up there with the greatest of all time. I'm not going that far yet. But if he do win one, some people can put him in conversation as the greatest of all time. I'm just saying, the greatest shooter, got 5 rings, probably 2 finals MVPs, 2 MVPs. I mean, that's a great resume right there. Almost a 10-time All-Star, I think. Come on, bro. Like, if he gets far, it's gonna boost him a lot. So yeah, I got Steph, bro. I got Steph. All right. Let's get into our March Madness talk, bro. Let's talk about the Sweet 16 Elite 8 games, and then we'll give our prediction of the Final 4 and the championship game. What are your takeaways from those Sweet 16 games, man?
Well, first and foremost, I think this has been a good March Madness. I mean, Houston, all the number 1 teams, they dominated. I think they said this is the first time in a minute.
Since 08.
Since all the number 1 teams have made it to the Final 4.
This is my first time seeing all 1 teams ever since I really started watching college. Like, this is the first time I've seen all 1 teams make it.
Yeah, me too. But it was a good Sweet 16. Alabama did what they had to do. Florida did what they had to do. Duke was Duke, of course, even though they struggled against Arizona. Yeah, I
thought they was gonna lose that game. Did you thought?
Yes.
I
seen Caleb Love come up.
Bro, he was going crazy. He was going crazy.
Going dummy. I really thought they had a chance of losing that game. And then Arkansas. Like I knew Arkansas, they were good defensively, but they always Calipari teams always struggle offensively. And so I didn't believe in them offensively. And when it came down to the stretch, DJ Wagner had a chance to win it. And yeah, I think he was either win it or tie it up.
No,
And
he
he
had a
missed.
tie. I would have called a timeout right then and there. I would have got it past half court, call timeout, draw something. Because I know
I
it's
don't
like
think
no,
he. My bad. Go ahead.
what? No, I was just gonna say like I don't like there wasn't no play at that time, and obviously it's like 3 seconds left, so it's like you ain't gonna think of a play at that time. But it just looks so weird, and it's like, bro, it's just out there. I thought he was gonna take a three, then he went up closer to the basket and took a two and missed. I was like, ugh, it didn't look right. So I
Yeah.
thought
I
they could have
mean,
called timeout. Thought they should.
Calipari, like I said, his teams always struggle offensively. So I think if he would have called that timeout in his head, this is what I think he thought in his head. And if he would have called that timeout, they wouldn't have gotten a good shot. Because I feel like he I ain't gonna say he don't believe in his players. Obviously he believes in his players, but like his players don't execute their offensive sets as well. So I think in his head it was like, okay, my team is really good in transition. We just gotta stop, and it's the final seconds of the game. Let me just let them rock. Let me just let them go in transition, and and live and die by that. But DJ Wagner, he definitely had a chance at a three. I thought that was his best shot. And then since he's not like a 3-point threat for real, a sniper, he decided to take a midi. He thought that was his best shot available, that midi, but he low key lost the ball and then got it back and then threw up a shot at the like a prayer at the end. So
Hey, your man's Derek Queen cold, bro. He cold.
yeah, yeah.
Had 27 points, 5 rebounds. No, I never thought they had a chance against Florida, but I thought it was gonna be close. Telling you, man, Walter Clay, man,
Nah,
he's a
I ain't think it was gonna be close, bro. I ain't think it was. I told you that it was over with. When we was doing it last week, I was like, yeah, it's a wrap for their ass. They overachieved. Good job for y'all though.
So did you pick Tennessee to beat Houston?
I can't honestly.
I
I
would have to
can't
go
remember. I
back,
don't think so. Let me see. Hold on.
but
I
Houston
think I got it.
they beat the shit out of Tennessee, bro.
Tennessee versus Houston. No, I can't. I can't remember. I can't remember who
I
I
mean,
had.
I have
But
to go
yeah,
back.
that surprised me. That surprised me. That Houston versus that surprised me. I didn't think they was gonna beat them by that much, bro.
I said, man, that defense something else, bro. That defense is something else. Like they smother people, bro. And I think
Hmm.
you was like you said Houston don't got the size or whatever. That didn't matter.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
they
did
couldn't
not
hit
matter.
nothing. It didn't matter. No, the game that was good was Florida and Texas Tech. Now I thought Texas Tech was gonna win. They just sold at the end. They sold at the end.
Bro.
They should have won that game, bro. I don't care what nobody tells. Like I still have Florida winning, but Florida had no business winning that game. They had no business.
No, they didn't because first off, they was up. And then they let Clayton Jr. and I forgot how you say bro last. I think it's Hall or Hug or something like that. They let them go crazy from three at late. I think it's like Haugh or something. That's how you spell bro last name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they let him and Clayton Jr. go dummy or whatever like that. And I'm like, bro, why y'all not playing up on them? You know all they want is threes because they down right now. Make them drive. Like you giving them threes for what? Bro, that man Clayton Jr. I seen one play, bro. He I think he like set a pick, then he rolled, they passed it to him. He got the ball, he dribbled right back out to the three and then just shot it. And it went in on there. I said, bro, yeah. Once he hit that shot, I'm like, it's a wrap, bro. They lost. They lost.
Bro. So Texas Tech was up 75-66 with basically 3 minutes left. Florida comes down, hits a three. Texas Tech, missed free throw. Florida comes down, hits a three. That white boy, bro, he was smacking the three.
Hog or something like I can't
Yes.
pronounce his name, dude. I can't pronounce his name.
Then
But
they
yeah,
made a
him.
layup. Texas Tech. Then Walter Clayton comes down, hits a three. Bro, they basically made 4 threes in a row. Like they just came down. Like, bro, mind you, at that time it was 65. No, it was 66 to 75. And they ended with 84 points. So basically they went on a 19-4 run to end the game. You can't let that happen, bro. You can't.
Then on top of that, bro, they sent Florida to the line 30 times.
Yeah,
And
you're gonna
Clayton
lose.
had 13 free throws himself, bro. You can't let a shooter. Clayton low-key might be the best shooter in the draft. Because he's coming out this year for sure.
They was comparing him to Steph Curry. You saw that? They was comparing him to Steph and something. Like he had a Steph type moment.
Like, bro, you can't give a shooter 13 free throws, bro, because that's him seeing the ball go in the net over and over and over and over again, bro. And that's why he got hot like he did. Like, bro, you're not gonna win no game sending the team to the line 30 times. I don't even think they went to the line more than 15 times, bro. I think it was like a big old discrepancy in free throws.
I'm about to look right now.
Because, bro, if they didn't shoot 30 free throws, it would have been a different game. Imagine if they would have held them to 15 free throws. That's low-key a blowout.
Texas Tech had 7. They went 7 for 13. Florida went 25 for 27.
They didn't even have 20 free throws, bro. If they would have at least got Florida to like 15 free throws or something like that, that would have been a blowout, bro. They would have won. The Florida stayed in the game because of free throws. Free throws kept them in the game.
Let's talk about Duke and Alabama, bro. Duke blew them out. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
G.
bro.
Duke is something
Yeah,
else, bro. I thought this was gonna be like a close game throughout, but
it
Duke
was close
showed
the
their
first
dominance.
half. It was close the first half. They was down by 9 at half.
Yeah, then Duke came down and just started beating ass, bro. Like,
Yeah,
what you want them to do, bro? Like I said, bro, they got the best player in the country, and it's the best team.
They low-key, they locked up Sears. They locked him up, bro.
Bad. Bro, he went 2 for 12 and only had
Duke
6
is
points.
Duke is just too talented. They too big. Like, I think they say it's like only one, besides one person on that team, everybody else is 6'6" and taller, bro. You know, so they're big, they're athletic. Their defense is really good, and then they got shot makers in Knipple and Cooper and Tyrese Proctor and even Foster. So they got a lot. They got a lot of depth over there too.
Okay, going back to Duke when they played against Arizona, bro, that was probably one of the best games I see Cooper Flag show off like everything, like his passing, his defense. Bro, I said, this is why he's going 1. This is why he's going number 1, bro. Like he do stuff like this.
Yeah, he's really good. Like out of like as the road man, if he's catching the ball, he's really good at reading. Like, okay, the corner's open or this lob is open. He got a high basketball IQ for sure. That's never been a problem though. The only thing with Cooper Flag is his offensive game. I don't know if you've seen it, but a GM, an NBA exec said that Cooper Flag can't be a number 1 option, but he can be a number 2 option.
You agree with that? I'm just asking.
Yeah, I agree with it. I don't think his offensive game is good enough to be a number 1 option. I mean, 2, I can see him being a number 2 option as his ceiling. But I think he's a really good 3rd option.
Well, I mean, don't we expect his offensive game to probably get better once he gets in the NBA eventually down the line? Don't we expect that?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. We expect that. Well, we kind of talked about Houston and Tennessee, like we said. Houston, they blew them out, bro. Like Tennessee had no chance. They didn't. They just had no chance. But let's get into like this last game of the Elite 8. Auburn and Michigan, bro. Like, I thought Auburn was going to win. Janai Broome. I said Jakai last week. It's Janai, my bad. Man, that dude cold. Janai Broome showed his dominance against Michigan State. They had no answer.
When he got hurt, I thought it was over with. I ain't gonna lie. But then he came back.
No, I didn't think it was over with. For some reason, I didn't like he said it was like his arm or his elbow or something. But I didn't think it was that bad enough where it's like he gonna miss time like in the next. I don't think it was that bad where I thought
he was still shooting. He couldn't be hurt that bad. He was killing. But low key though, Michigan State, I think they lost themselves that game. Cause like, bro, it's the same thing. Like with Calipari, they offense, Michigan State, they always been great defensively. It's just offensively they can never get it to click. And then your best player in Jace Richardson, he didn't have a good game. So and they lost by what 6?
Yeah, that was by 6.
Yeah, and then they started hitting shots late. That's why the game was really it wasn't that close. They just started making shots late. But if Jace Richardson would have showed up and hit more shots, it would have been a different ball game. But yeah,
Yeah,
Broom is cold. He
he
cold.
cold. Once before we get to our picks, did we talk about last week how RJ Lewis going into the portal now?
No, we didn't. I didn't even. I just found that out earlier this morning that he was in the
Yeah, for
portal, bro.
real.
Yeah,
I think that story went out like I think it was over the weekend.
yeah, but I didn't know that. That's first
Yeah.
off. I don't think he should have went to the portal, bro. I mean, you had your best year under Patino. Why would you leave?
Well, he's okay. Before you finish, he's declared for the draft, but still in the portal though. So
Portal.
obviously he
Oh,
can go
okay.
back, or he can potentially go in the draft, depending on like what his draft stock is. You know what they tell him.
Right.
So he's still
Okay.
in the he's still in the portal, or he can go in the NBA. But for now, he's in the portal. Low key
Me
though.
personally,
Oh,
he
go
might
ahead.
as
Go
well
ahead.
just
I'll finish.
leave. He might as well just leave and go to the league, bro.
What do you expect from
Because
him in the league?
what more else can he do in college besides get a bag? That's the only other
Get a
thing.
bag. Get a
Shit, that's the
bag.
only thing.
Because if he's like a second round pick, I could get that. I could get probably more of that. Especially, bro, what was he, the Big East player of the year? Like, he's
Hmm.
going to get a bag wherever he goes. Like, he's going to get a bag. So might as
I mean,
well kind of go back and then increase your draft stock for next year.
yeah. But it all depends on what I think he waiting to hear, like what other people say. What he might go. Like if they say he's going in the first round, I think he leaving. But if they say like you said, if he say he's in the second round, I think he'll stay and go back and get the bag because if you go to the league, you'll get more money in college than you would going to the league, especially if you like a late first or a second rounder.
But when I saw the news, it was like I was shocked, but it's like you benched the man. So it's like I kind of wasn't shocked that the man wanted to leave because you benched him at the end of the game. And we was talking about that, how we was like, man, he benched him like super late in the game. And I would, as a player, you look like, bruh, what? Like, why are you benching me? But I'm kind of not shocked.
I think he should go back. If he don't go to the league, I think he should go back to St. John's.
I don't think
That
he
was the
would.
best year you had under Rick Pitino,
Would
bro.
you go back after the coach bench you literally like
Yeah,
that,
I
bro?
still will go
Like,
back.
no.
Depending on why, I have to ask him why did you bench me? Like, what was your
He
reason for
said
benching me?
it, bro. He said it at the podium why he benched him. He said it. You
I
know
mean,
why? He said it, Charles. He
but
said it, bro.
during like the end of the year meetings and stuff like that, they dive deep into the season and stuff like that. So like in that moment, bro, you gotta give me more than that. Like I need, you gotta give me more, bro. And depending on that, then that's when I would make my decision.
He basically quoted and said, "You know why I benched him." Basically saying he played like straight trash. That's why I benched him. We know
No,
why. We
he gotta give
know
me more than that. He gotta give me more than that.
why as a what is he, like a junior now? I
Who
think, or is he a senior? RJ Lewis.
you talking about RJ Lewis? He
Yes.
is a
Why would I want to go back to a team, bro? Charles, this isn't like game number 12. This is a win or go home game in the
he junior.
NCAA. Okay, so he
He'll be a
probably got
senior
2 more
next year.
years of eligibility left. This is a NCAA March Madness game. This is a win or go home. This isn't a series. Now, if this was a series, this is totally different. But this is win or go home. I'm literally the best player on the team. And you know I'm the best player. And you still bench me? How can I go back to that? How?
I mean, one because like I said, he had his best year under him. He coached him very well. That man went from averaging 10 points to 18 points. That's damn near a 10-point jump right there, all back. You know what I mean? So you've grown because Patino been there for what 2 years now, right?
Yeah, this past year was 2.
Yeah, so the first year he had RJ Lewis, RJ was averaging 10 points. And then the next year he jumped to 18. So you can see under Rick Pitino, you're growing as a player, you're maturing as a player, you're getting better as a player. Then on top of that, you go to another team, unless that team gonna put the ball in your hands, bro, you might not be the same player. You know what I mean? Because fit matters. And then on top of that, St. John's is getting decent recruits next year. So your team might even be better than it was this year. So you might as well just stay, bro. You're gonna be the number one option regardless. Yeah, it sucks that he benched you, during the biggest game of the year. But at the same time, bro, you were shot chucking, you were playing bad. You can't just put the blame on him, bro. You gotta look at the mirror first. You gotta look at the mirror first.
If that's the case, why enter the transfer portal? Why can't we just declare for the draft? Why enter the transfer portal then?
Because you want to see what his draft stock is like. And if his draft stock is weaker,
No, I'm saying
is weak.
why can't he just no, I'm saying why did he have to enter the trans portal if you think he should just stay? Why do that? Why can't I just declare for the draft? Why do I have to enter the transport portal? Just to basically
get a bigger bag.
Just to telling people, hey, I'm on the open market, instead of just not even saying the transport portal, but just saying I'm gonna be back at St. John's. Like I'm gonna be back.
Because he probably want a bigger bag. So, like, if you're in a transport portal, say like Missouri or Illinois offer this man $1 million or something like that, St. John's will see that and be like, you know what, we'll give you 1.5. You know what I mean? So he probably trying to see who's gonna give him the biggest bag, or if probably it's a negotiation thing, trying to see where he can get his bigger bag, or St. John's will match whoever pay him the most money.
I think, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he gone. I don't think he goes to the draft, but I think he ain't return to St. John's after that, bro. Like for a player like that, bro, I feel some type of way. I get it. I understand, man. Best year, got one of the GOAT college coaches on coaching you.
He coached in the he coached in the NBA before, so like
bitching me at the end of the win now game is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. Okay, now before we go to our picks, we gotta talk about the Olivia Miles thing real quick. She was projected to go number 2 overall, but instead she's going back to school but entering the transfer portal. And we talked about the WNBA like a couple of weeks ago, how this new negotiation, how it could be a lockout and stuff. Was it surprised that a high level draft pick basically is going back to college?
No, she wants that money. She can make more money. She can make more money in college. So nah, it wasn't shocking. If it was one of the boys, then yeah. Like if Dylan Harper or Cooper Flagg or something said they was gonna stay in school another year, yeah, that'd be shocking. But on the women's side, nah, because you would make more money, make a bigger name for yourself than you would if you was in a W. So no, it ain't shocking me.
Hey, the WNBA, are they looking at this like, whoa, like this is kind of bad for us? Like,
yeah, I think they gonna revisit that whole when girls can come out, because I think they can come out their junior year. I think they can come out their junior year. I think they're gonna end up changing it to like they freshman or sophomore year, but the money gotta be right though. The collective bargaining agreement is coming up in a couple of months, so hopefully when that collective bargaining agreement come up, they up these player salaries, and these girls will start getting paid more.
Mind you, they only make like 76,000.
That's a shame, Jay. That's a shame.
Let me see something. Hold on. I want to get it right. Bro, this fucking net, bro. Let me see. Because what is there? Because Caitlin Clark, I know they was talking about it when she got drafted. Let me see. Yeah, so they make 76,000 that first year. Like, that's it. Like, she can get $1 million just from in college. Like,
Caitlin Clark probably make more in her endorsement deals than she do with her NBA check, WNBA check.
She definitely does. So it was shocking only because it was a high pick, but I'm not shocked that she went back because it's like it's for a bag. Like I can hoop anywhere, and I'm going to get a way bigger bag than the WNBA. And I, like you said, the WNBA got to look at themselves in the mirror like, man, these negotiations, we might have to up this salary, man, because 76,000 enough. And then it's like we losing like the next type of generation because we ain't paying nobody. Like
And
they
you
got
think
to.
you
Go
think for
ahead.
the girls a championship in the NCAA is more than the championship? Well, they value a chip in college more than they value a chip in the WNBA.
I would say kind of. I would say no. I think they probably value that WNBA championship more than a college. I think so because obviously the girls are better. They're bigger, stronger, faster, and it's not like it's a one. It's not like obviously a one game series, but you're playing against the best players in the league, bro. Like that means something to some of them girls. Probably. I think it probably matters to some in college. I feel like if you get more than one. Like I feel like if you just win one in the WNBA, say one in college, they probably value that WNBA more. But if you win multiple, hey man, them rings win. Them rings mean more. What you think?
I think me personally, I look at well right now. I say the girls probably value like that NCAA championship more, only because they getting that bag there, and then I'm like, I feel like you can make a bigger name for yourself in college than you can in WNBA. Because more people watch, I feel like more people watch college basketball, women's college basketball more than they do the W.
Well, I think because it's more easier to access, bro. Everything on W is like you got to stream that. It's like nothing's on TV
Yeah,
unless it's like on ESPN. Like at least in college, like majority of the games are always on TV, but in the W, majority of it is streaming. And everybody ain't trying to do all that. Some, but everybody ain't trying to do all that. They want to watch it on TV. Like, so. All right, man. Let's get into our picks for the March Madness. Then we'll do our NBA pickers as per usual. And then we can leave. So, for the final four on Saturday, first game we got Florida versus Auburn.
uh, low key, I think this one's gonna be a good game. I said to myself, I said if Broom injury, elbow injury affects him, then I got Florida winning because everything goes through Broom. Like they offense runs through him. They post up and then they react off of like if he gets doubled or they cut or everything like that. So everything runs through him. If Florida can shut him down because they got the bigs to throw on him. So if they could shut him down and make it hard for him, it'd make it hard for Auburn to score and to win. Um, but my thing with Florida is can Clayton Jr. stay hot? Because if Clayton Jr., if he's not hot like he was last game or how he's been throughout the tournament, they're not gonna win. Because it's crazy because Florida has the better, I wouldn't say the better bigs, but they have the bigs to throw at
I
Broom.
was thinking that
But
too.
Auburn got the guards. So they have the better guards than Florida do. So I feel like it's gonna be a toss up game. But I got Auburn winning. I got Auburn winning.
I got Florida, and I was gonna say that like when I was gonna speak, I think they have the collection of bigs to not stop him, not stop
Mm-hmm.
Broom, but to kind of neutralize him. I think because
Mm-hmm.
they have the size. Like Michigan State, they ain't got the size. They just don't. They don't have like what Florida got. And Florida got all them good bigs to throw at Broom to try to neutralize him. And like Florida, they got the guards. Like they got the offensive guards. They got Clayton and they got that other dude. He was from like Florida Atlantic that went to the Final Four. He's good. I forgot his name, but he's good. I think their offense might. I think their both offenses are good. And you have always talked about Auburn got the better. Like their defense is great. But I think they got that one guy that could be a difference maker. Well, both teams got a difference maker, Broom and Clayton. But I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go Florida, bro. I think I believe in Clayton just a little bit more than Broom because they just got the bigs to neutralize them. If they can out rebound them and get to the line like they did against Texas Tech, I think they can win, bro.
Auburn's
I got Florida.
what's the freshman Pinneford? He's a freshman. He was the freshman I was talking about last week that wasn't getting no love. If he shows up and he has a big net game, they can win, and he can also put his name in the conversation as a first rounder. So
Yeah, man. Now the next game, the last game, Houston versus Duke.
I got Duke, bro. I got Duke. I think this is gonna come down to shot making because both teams are really good defensively. Like we were saying earlier about Houston. Houston has suffocating defense, and that's because all their players they follow the game plan. They stick to the game plan. They don't deviate. They are very sound defensively. Um, so I think it's going to be a defensive game, a low scoring game on both sides, but it's just going to come down to who makes shots more. I think Duke has the better shot makers. They have Knipple, and Cooper Cup and Tyrese Proctor. So as long as they can show up and they can make shots, I got Duke winning.
You already know I got Duke. That's the team I got winning the whole thing. So, and like I said, bro, like you said earlier, too much talent, got the size, got the best player, bro, got the shooting. And I don't think Houston offense is gonna keep up with them. Now, I said last week that they would easily beat Alabama, and dude in the comments said easily. He was like, I don't think easily. Then I came back and said, what was you saying? And I wouldn't be shocked if they blow Houston out, but I think Houston is gonna put up a fight. I think they'll put up a fight. I think the spread is like plus 5.5. It be that. It could. I think Houston could cover that, but I would not be shocked if they blow them dudes out, bro.
Bro,
Dude just got
low
too
key,
much talent.
yeah. Knipple has been amazing for them this entire season, bro. I don't if Knipple wasn't there, bro, I don't think they would be the same Duke team, bro. To be honest. Because he takes a lot of pressure off of Cooper Cup,
Cooper
Tyrese
Flag.
Proctor, and Cooper Flag. I said Cup.
Yeah, Cooper Cup.
Cooper Flag and Tyrese Proctor. He takes a lot of pressure off of them with his shot making, his ability to break down defenses. So he gonna be
He be
big for them.
for a dude that's like a really good shooter, man. He be when I see him get to the hole, he be getting there so easily, bro. He make it look easy.
Hmm.
He's so good. That's why he gonna be a lottery pick. But I got Duke, bro. Like I think Duke is gonna win this. Like, and I know you got Auburn, I got Florida, but one of those teams, either Auburn or Florida versus Duke. We both
I
probably
told
got
you I
Duke.
got Auburn.
Oh,
I
you
got
think
Auburn.
Auburn gonna
I got
win?
Auburn.
Ah, I
I
got
picked Auburn. Yeah, I picked Auburn to win. Yeah,
okay.
Auburn win. I think that Duke. First off, Duke doesn't have anybody that can match up with Boom. So if they can't stop him or slow him down, then they gonna have a long night. And I don't think Cooper Cup can guard him.
Cooper
Cooper Cup too
Flag.
small.
Cooper
Yeah,
Flag. Why
flag,
do you
flag. I don't know why I keep calling him Cup. Um,
ready for that
but
NFL
yeah,
season? That's why, brother.
yeah, low key. Um, but yeah, flag can't guard Broom. Um, I mean that freshman that they got, he's 7 foot, but he's kind of skinny. I don't know if
He
he's gonna be able
athletic.
to.
He athletic big man.
Yeah, he is, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to guard Broom either.
He a
So it's
future.
gonna it's
He a
gonna be
future
tough.
bull man. He a future bull.
It's gonna be a tough one. But I got Auburn winning in the finals. I mean, Chip.
It could be Auburn. It could be Florida. I got Duke. Like I've been riding with
Duke.
them since the tournament. Yeah, bro. This team is too talented. They have the most talented team in the tournament, bro, and they have the best player. I
Hey,
don't see
not
nobody stopping Cooper Flag, bro. I almost said Cooper Cup low key if I stop myself because you've been saying it, but nobody stopping Cooper Flag, bro.
bro. So low key, sometimes I don't matter. Look at Calipari. Calipari had arguably the most talented teams every year in college, but couldn't win besides with AD. It comes down to coaching too.
John Schneider
It comes
different,
down
bro.
to coaching too. Yeah.
He different, bro. He a good coach, and he could get the Boozer twins next year. Man, Duke stay getting them people, bro. Stay. Okay, but Charles has Auburn. I have Duke. Let's see who wins the championship. Now, let's get to our pickers, man. I'm hungry and I'm ready to go. Let's get to our NBA pick'ems. NBA Fridays games. Trailblazers and the Bulls.
Trailblazers,
Give me the Portland Trailblazers. Kings and the Hornets.
Kings,
Give me the Sacramento Kings, Jazz, and the Pacers.
Pacers.
Give me the Indiana Pacers, Suns, and the Celtics.
Celtics.
Give me the Boston Celtics, Pistons, and the Raptors.
Pistons.
Give me the Detroit Pistons, Thunder, and the Rockets.
Rockets.
Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder, Cavs, and the Spurs.
Cavs.
Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers, Nuggets, and the Warriors.
Give me the Nuggets.
Give me the Denver Nuggets, Lakers, and the Pelicans.
Lakers.
Give me the Los Angeles Lakers, Mavericks, and the Clippers.
Clippers.
Give me the Los Angeles Clippers, NBA Saturdays games, Knicks, and the Hawks.
Knicks and the Hawks. Oh, Hawks.
Give me the New York Knicks, Grizzlies, and the Pistons.
Grizzlies and the Pistons. Pistons.
Give me the Memphis Grizzlies, Timberwolves, and the 76ers.
Timberwolves.
Give me the Minnesota Timberwolves, Bucks, and the Heat.
Heat.
Give me the Miami Heat, Mavericks, and the Clippers.
Clippers.
Give me the Los Angeles Clippers, NBA Sundays games, Bulls, and the Hornets.
Bulls.
Give me the Chicago Bulls, Raptors, and the Nets.
Raptors.
Give me the Toronto Raptors, Lakers, and the Thunder.
Thunder.
Give me the Los Angeles Lakers, Jazz, and the Hawks.
Hawks.
Give me the Atlanta Hawks, Wizards, and the Celtics.
Celtics.
Give me the Boston Celtics, Kings, and the Cavaliers.
Cavs.
Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers, Spurs, and the Trailblazers.
Spurs.
Give me the Portland Trailblazers, Suns, and the Knicks.
Knicks.
Give me the New York Knicks, Pacers, and the Nuggets.
Pacers.
Give me the Indiana Pacers, Rockets, and the Warriors.
Warriors.
Give me the Houston Rockets, Bucks, and the Pelicans.
Bucks.
Give me the Milwaukee Bucks, NBA Mondays games, Kings, and the Pistons.
Pistons.
Give me the Detroit Pistons, 76ers, and the Heat.
Heat.
Give me the Miami Heat, NBA Tuesdays games, Bulls, and the Cavaliers.
Cavs.
Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers, Grizzlies, and the Hornets.
Grizzlies.
Give me the Memphis Grizzlies, Wizards, and the Pacers.
Pacers.
Give me the Indiana Pacers, Hawks, and the Magic.
Hawks.
Give me the Orlando Magic, Pelicans, and the Nets.
Pelicans.
Give me the Brooklyn Nets, Celtics, and the Knicks.
Knicks. The Knicks gonna get their first win against a top team.
Okay, brother. Give me the Boston Celtics, Timberwolves, and the Bucks.
Timberwolves.
Give me the Minnesota Timberwolves, Lakers, and the Thunder.
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Give me the Los Angeles Lakers, Warriors, and the Suns.
Warriors.
Give me the Golden State Warriors, Spurs, and the Clippers.
Clippers.
Give me the Los Angeles Clippers, NBA Wednesdays games, Heat, and the Bulls.
Heat.
Give me the Chicago Bulls, Celtics, and the Magic.
Magic.
Give me the Boston Celtics, 76ers, and the Wizards.
Wizards.
Give me the Washington Wizards, Hornets, and the Raptors.
Raptors.
Give me the Toronto Raptors, Lakers, and the Mavericks. Luka Doncic returns to Dallas.
Lakers.
Give me the Los Angeles Lakers. Luka Doncic has a 30-point triple-double. Trailblazers and the Jazz.
Trailblazers.
Give me the Portland Trailblazers, Spurs, and the Warriors.
Warriors.
Give me the Golden State Warriors, Thunder, and the Suns.
Thunder.
Give me the OKC Thunder, Nuggets, and the Kings.
Nuggets and the Kings. Give me the Kings.
Give me the Denver Nuggets, Rockets, and the Clippers.
Rockets and the Clippers. Give me the Clippers.
Give me the Houston Rockets, and finally NBA Thursday's games, Knicks and the Pistons.
Detroit basketball, baby.
Give me the Detroit Pistons, Cavaliers, and the Pacers.
Cavs.
Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers, Hawks, and the Nets.
Hawks.
Give me the Atlanta Hawks, Pelicans, and the Bucks.
Bucks.
Give me the Milwaukee Bucks, and the last game, the Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies.
T-Wolves.
Give me the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on all social media outlets at Full Court Entertainment Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and also on all your audio platforms on Apple and Spotify. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the videos, and the shorts. We need all them likes, man. We need all the likes we can get, bro. But thank y'all. The season's almost over. We'll see y'all next time.